We're out at Leiden Field in Toledo at St. John's Jesuit High School, and it's a perfect evening for some Thursday night football as the Northview Wildcats take on the St. John's Jesuit Titans. Hello and welcome everyone pitchside. My name is Kevin Peel alongside Danny Fisher for analysis. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Well, if you're looking at non-conference matchups in Northwest Ohio, this is probably one of the ones you have an asterisk next to. Two experienced coaches, first year with their programs. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah, this will be a good game tonight. You've got St. John's, who have a lot of experience as well, and Northview, who are young but they're hungry as well. And it'll be a good midfield battle tonight. You've got Brad Biggs for Northview, very talented, more than capable of scoring goals, and you've got Joey Akabanoa for St. John's as well, who's more than happy to get forward, more than happy to have a shot from distance and score as well. So should be a really exciting game tonight.
Yeah, when you look at the physical advantage, St. John's maybe has the bodies, but if Northview gets a couple opportunities, they could sneak a couple past. This could be a really close game.
Yeah, they can certainly score goals, and they've proven that this year already, and they're very capable of winning games as well.
It's going to be a fun one. Northview and St. John's coming up live on BCSN. Welcome back to Leiden Field. Northview and St. John's getting set to go here tonight on a picture-perfect Thursday evening for soccer. And we'll run through the conditions for you right now. 70 degrees, Danny. A pretty light wind, east of 4 miles an hour, so that's not going to be a big factor in this contest today. The sun is out. There's hopefully not going to be a lightning delay like there was last time that suspended the game. So that happened exactly on September 20th of last year when Northview and St. John's played actually up in Sylvania. 13 minutes left in the first half, a scoreless affair, and they were suspended for some time, and they came back and then played to a 1-1 draw. But tonight, I don't think we're going to have that.
No, I think it'll be good tonight. I mean, it's blue sky, it's a great night for soccer. It's not too hot, 70 degrees, a little bit of wind, so looking forward to a really good game. Two well-coached teams, two well-organised teams, and as we said in the intro, a little bit of an unbalanced younger players for Northview coming through, and some senior players for St. John's as well. So looking forward to a good, exciting game tonight.
Yeah, when we break this down a little bit further, Northview maybe a bit of an underdog in this game as you see them now. They're moving right to left across your screen here in the opening half, and the visiting Whites, and St. John's in the gold and blue attire on their home pitch. They will maneuver left to right across your screen. Northview first into the box here tonight. But what's going to help Northview stay in this contest?
I think the kind of the midfield battle is going to be interesting there with Brad Biggs and Joey Akafanua in there as well. Certainly going to be a really good battle in there between those two in the midfield. So I think whoever can take control of the midfield will end up probably winning this game. And both teams are more than capable of scoring. You know, St. John's, you've got Danny Salim up top. We saw the other night Jonah Meyer Carruthers score a really good goal against St. Francis. So, you know, both teams are capable of scoring goals. So it's going to be that little midfield battle who can take control of that. I think will probably end up winning the game.
St. John's trying to establish possession for the first time. They move it to their back line. Crowd still filing in here today to Leiden Field. It's an excellent matchup. St. John's coming in 3-1-1. Northview at 3-0-1 to tonight's action.
Yeah, both teams have had good starts to the season, so I think both coaches will be happy with the start and hopefully pick up another win tonight. I'm sure they'll both be looking for another win tonight to maintain their good start as well. So promises to be a good game, and you know, I think it'll be a real good game tonight with that little midfield battle there, who can take it over.
Really pulling off the steal there is Yorgos Kamaleris, the senior. Northview, pretty experienced both ways in terms of St. John's. They're bringing up more of their guys. They have maybe more of an established unit coming back. Northview has 5 seniors, only 4 currently active, but they're younger guys that don't have as much varsity experience.
Yeah, talking to Coach Kirk before the game, he said, you know, that I mean they lost a lot last year with the seniors that left the program to go on and play in college. So, you know, but this is great. I mean, the younger guys and the seniors who may not have played much last year, they're all stepping up. And the one thing about them I've been impressed with is their work ethic's been fantastic in the games I've seen them this year, and they really have worked hard to close down. And we just saw Yorgos Kalamaris there just pressing there the centre back before a few seconds ago, and that's what they're going to do. That they're going to work hard for each other, you know, and they're going to try and fight out a result here tonight.
Now there's a look at Greg McElroy with the shades on, of course, returning to his alma mater, a 1987 grad of St. John's Jesuit. Started his coaching career here and returning for what's quite possibly his dream job, being able to coach his alma mater.
Yeah, I think he's always been on the lookout for the St. John's job, and you know, it's great to see him back here, and you know, he's done a good job this season with the boys. He's come in with a little bit of a relaxed attitude, but the boys are working hard for him. You know, they've set some stuff up pre-season that they went away for a couple of days and on a retreat. So, you know, they've really sort of got the team coming together, and again, the couple of games I've seen them this year, they've played some really good soccer as well. So, you know, but both coaches have done a good job in their pre-season, getting the teams ready for the season.
First look at Luis Fuentes, the sophomore goalkeeper for St. John's, booting this one towards midfield. Trying to settle it down. Northview was Maurice Torrico, Jr. John's really able to get their attack going through the first couple minutes. They'll try and play it for Akmanoni. The near side dispatches a defender trying to center it. Play it back, and a shot just wide of the far post. Strong shot coming there from Dion Vartarella, 5'7" senior, nearly at a goal.
Yeah, good play there by St. John's. Adel Kanan there, really good hold-up play there, and that's what he does really well. He holds the ball up well, and he'll bring plays into the game, and he sets it back there for Dion Vartarella there, perfectly there, and a good effort there as well. So a promising play there by St. John's.
First shot not on the cage, but First one put towards the net from St. John's. This dribble there leads to a turnover from Yorgos Kemalaris.
And I think with Northview, they're not going to sit back and relax with this game. They're not going to sit back. They're not going to say, right, come at us. They're going to give it a go, and they've shown that in the first 5 minutes as well. They really are going to work hard to win that ball back, and they're going to press St. John's as much as they can. It's not an overly hot night. They should be able to do it. You know, they've got enough players on the bench to come in as well. So, you know, it's been a good start to the game.
Yeah, there's a look at Kirk Brazo, first-year head coach, but don't take that first-year title lightly. He is very experienced. Of course, coaching the Toledo Celtics. And Danny pretty close. Yeah, going out on the pitch. I was trying to ask Danny who he didn't know here at Leiden Field tonight, and that was hard to say you didn't know someone in attendance. Big match, though, tonight between these two.
Just see St. John's just trying to settle down a little bit now, getting plenty of touches on the ball in midfield. So I think Northview just have to be a little bit aware of that you know, that they're allowing a little bit of time and space for St. John's to play a little bit in midfield. So maybe just get a little bit tighter there.
Look at Brazo. And he knows that there will be some growing pains with this group, but knows they have the talent to go a long way. Had a lot of success this year in 2019, even with losing a lot of big-time pieces from last year's NLL champion Wildcat squad.
I think we talk about Northview being young, but also out for St. John's is you know, you got Jacob Rashid out there in midfielder, who's only a freshman in there, playing alongside, you know, Joey and Dion in there, and he's had a good start to the game. He's kept the ball simple. He hasn't tried to do anything too clever, you know, and he'll learn a lot alongside those two, playing alongside those two at this level.
Brad Biggs was trying to bring it out for Northview near midfield and started to get something going, although the ball rolled down on him. St. John's with a throw deep in their own corner. Right into the middle. From the Titans, Danny Salim. First touch for the junior. Send up the near side, no one there.
You know, it's another good player there for St. John's. Danny Salim's a really technically good player, and in a moment he can change a game. He can hit one from 20 yards. He can play a ball through to somebody. So he'll be a player they'll look to get on the ball quite often, and I imagine he'll link up quite well with Adele Canaan in there as well. So those two will be looking to link up and setting off to Danny and maybe playing the ball wide. So that'll be an interesting partnership for St. John's to see how those two do link up tonight.
Brian Tussing, the junior, with the throw for the Wildcats. Headed by Biggs. It's going to go over the back line.
Yeah, Tussing's another good player, very good centre back, reads the game well, technically very good as well. As you saw there, he can throw the ball as well. So, you know, he's a weapon there, but he'll lead that back line tonight as a junior and as a captain as well. So, but he'll try and lead that back line tonight and keep them organised.
Free kick from Fuentes made it to the midfield stripe. Well, Northview attempted to bring it the other way, but Bartarella for St. John's. Salim. Touch up the near side. Nice move there for Akmanunu. Headed into the box, and that's going to go wide on the far side. St. John's trying to open things up, and have sent a couple wide here in this opening half.
Yeah, patient, a little bit patient there by Danny Salim, very patient, picked the right ball out, and Joey's just cut back in, put a decent ball in with his left foot, and as you can see, you know, he's a player who can play with both feet, Joey Akmanunu is, so, you know, I mean, he's just committed to BGSU, so he'll be going there this time next year, and they've got a great recruit there in Joey.
Will Scaff with the last header. He's been active early on for the Titans tonight. Salim heads it forward. Now Salim cuts it off. Trying to free himself a lane. A shot. What a save. Rebound. Scaff scores, and St. John's on the board first, courtesy of Will Scaff. What a job by Salim. There you go. Little cartwheel. And Will Scaff starts things off for St. John's here in the 10th minute.
Yeah, it's a great strike by Danny Salim originally, and a good save though by Andrew Beasley. And you know, Will Slaffing has finished well there. You know, that's a difficult finish by Will Scaff there, because he's bouncing a little bit and he's finished it into the top corner. That's a smart finish there, but a little bit unfortunate there for Andrew Beasley. He made a good save there in the Northview goal from Danny Salim, but Will Scaff there following up, doing what any good striker does. So, but the warning signs were there for Northview. They've been there for the last couple of minutes. So now for Northview, now it's just a matter of, okay, let's just regain the ball a little bit. Let's just get some possession. Let's not give away a second goal early. You know, but let's just get our focus back, get our shape back. It's only 10 minutes old, the game. We've still got another 70 minutes left.
And Greg McElroy, talking to him before the match, he said he didn't know exactly how many opportunities, even though his talented offense of the Titans, they're high-powered, but he didn't know exactly how many opportunities his team was going to get. They jump on an early one here, courtesy of Danny Salim.
Yeah, and they'll be happy with that. I'm sure Greg McElroy will be extremely happy with that start. 10 minutes in to go 1-0 up, it kind of sort of calms them down a little bit. You know, but Northview will respond. They've got the firepower to respond. They've got the ability to respond as well.
And you see them trying to pick up the pace with Jonah Meyer-Crothers. Weaving back to the middle, shot from wide, and Fuentes may have deflected that one just a bit. Off the far side post there. Big time long shot there from Crothers.
Yeah, good strike there by Crothers as well, and saw him do that last week against St. Francis, and he cut in with his left foot and bent it into the far corner, so he's more than capable of scoring from distance. So just a warning sign there for St. John's that Northview aren't finished. You know, they're in this game, and they're ready to battle for this game and get something out of it.
And a foul. They'll come up here, pushed from behind is Camilleras. So that'll be a free kick from about 20 yards out, maybe a little more. Opportunity potentially for the Wildcats after the goal a couple minutes ago from Will Scaff. Put St. John's on the board. Good
play there by Camilleras, just holding the ball up and drawing the foul. So this is a good opportunity now for Northview to get back into this game.
Tony Sajizi going to take the free kick for Northview and puts it high above the net. Figured he would try it, just a little too much lift underneath it.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed he didn't test a goalkeeper there, but a good position for Northview, and they got themselves in that position with some good play and some good hold-up play. So, again, warning signs there for St. John's that Northview are in this game still, and they're more than capable of getting a goal.
Headed down on the near side by Kevin Tetro, a freshman for Northview, one of the youngsters that's going to mix and match in the lineup for Brazo.
Yeah, it's another good young player for Northview coming through. An excellent defender, excellent player, and you know, he'll gain from this experience this year playing as a freshman at Northview. So the future's bright for them. The younger players are getting a lot of experience, and this will only be good for them in the future.
Northview throw as Danny Salim is jostling with a couple Wildcats, trying to enter the attacking third for the Titans. He wedges way in front as Alex Sarswell, junior, another talented Wildcat. Titans trying to push it forward. Salim. Some pressure from behind. Bartarella. Just the near side. His pass was not online. In the middle. A long ball up ahead, deflected down by the Titans.
Just become that little bit of a midfield battle now, and so it's just crying out for someone just to take charge of the game, a player or a team, couple of players, just take charge of the game now.
Trying to do just that as Sarser wants to center, but not going to put it into scoring position. Forwards.
Yeah, he got himself in a good position now. I think maybe he could have gone a little bit further and got his body position right to get across him, but you know, again, he did quite well to get round there. He's coming from midfield, he's got wide, so probably be a little bit disappointed with himself that he hasn't got that delivery quite right into the box.
Goal kick for the Titans, put into the middle of the pitch. Just trying to get something going. Ball ahead blocked. Sarser the closest. Mozzarella. Ahead for Salim. He's been busy early. Salim is looking for Akpanunu behind him. Couldn't quite connect. Now another foul coming up against the Titans. Their second. We'll take a look at that. Yep, tackle there.
I don't think it was the slide tackle. I think maybe a push in the back. I think the slide tackle was a very good tackle. I think maybe the referee's seen a little push in the back there. So
potentially benefits the Wildcats. Into the box, and no one can get their noggin on it. It'll roll all the way through.
yeah, not a bad ball in there for Tushy. Maybe liking to put a little bit more pace on it, but it's not a bad ball in. It's inviting for somebody to try and head it. So not a good position again now for Northview to be in.
For substitution of the game, St. John's going to their bench and turning to Cameron Doyle, sophomore midfielder. Play the middle. Salim for Akpanunu. Now we see him on the move. First rush led by Akpanunu today. Ends kind of abruptly. And now we're going to have another whistle, and yep, that one against Northview. Trying to use the arm was Camilleras to break out.
I think for Northview that they need to try and get the likes of Malik Sarso on the ball and Brad Biggs on the ball as well. That they can make things happen in midfield. They'll also get Grant Copin some more touches on the ball as well. So again, they're players who can make things happen in that midfield area for them.
All the way into the box, Salim got a piece of it and couldn't deflect it on frame. Side, nice play to keep it in, although they will give it over to St. John's. Trying to push it up ahead was Meyer Crothers. Near side, Akpanunu centering for Salim. Salim can't wiggle through a couple defenders. Northview just trying to get it out of trouble. They do temporarily.
That's what Northview got to do. They've got to figure out a way now of stopping Joey Akabinoa running with the ball, because once he gets running with the ball, he's very hard to stop. You know, and he'll make things happen. They've got to figure out a way of keeping him in that midfield area and not allowing him to run with the ball.
Definitely easier said than done.
I'm not saying I could do it, but I'm just, you know.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure Brazo has really kept an eye on him. Greg McElroy, happy with his team's start. 1-0 lead. Played almost 18 minutes. Northview setting up here. They have a throw. Deep in the attacking third. First corner kick coming up.
Again, it's Ryan Tussin with that throw, and it's certainly going to be a weapon for Northview, not just tonight, but throughout the season as well. You know, if they can get that right, it's certainly worth. I mean, every throw in then at that side of the field becomes a cross then at some point. So, you know, another good weapon there for Northview to use as well.
Eli Humeniuk taking the kick. Couldn't quite get anything on it. Just a little too high for Wildcats, and St. John's able to settle it down. Fuentes comes up with it. Do you like the ball there, Danny?
Yeah, good ball in there. I just think that, you know, I think St. John's will be a little bit disappointed with the way they defended it. It almost became a free header, and it came off the back of somebody, but luckily they managed to get it in the end. So I think that's something, you know, Greg McElroy will have a look at as well, is, you know, let's defend these set pieces maybe a little bit better as well. And be aware, but it was a good balling. I mean, fair play, it was a really good balling, but I think St. John's will be a little bit disappointed that they've given away a free header.
Hankish, the senior mid, with the throw. Centering, bad deflection for Northview. Able to deflect it towards Doyle. And fortunately, Northview gets a break there, as Doyle didn't properly handle it. And Johns nearly with a golden opportunity to strike once again.
And they do look, when they go forward, they look threatening, St. John's. They look like they could create a chance. You know, and again, I think Northview just be a little bit wary of that as well. But equally, when Northview go forward as well, they look like they can create a chance as well.
Foul coming up on Malik Sarser. He and Akpanunu going at it. He's checking his teeth, Joey is. No foul play there. Physicality ratcheting up a bit between these two. Played to a 1-1 draw last year up in Sylvania. Game that was paused due to a lightning delay and later resumed.
And I think Malik Sarser there just saying to Joey, look, you're not going to get this game your own way. We're going to work hard. We're going to battle. We're going to get stuck in. We're going to put tackles in. So we're not going to give you the freedom of this game.
Anthony Pasowitz coming in for the first time. Junior midfielder for St. John's. Northview's kept a pretty consistent lineup so far.
Yeah, Pasowitz a very neat and tight player. He'll keep the ball simple for St. John's, and when he moves it quick, you know, he can create something. Probably a good sub there by Coach McElroy there, just to get him on, because he's a very neat and tidy player. He may settle the ball down a little bit.
Scaff with a nice throw in, and then backwards header into the box. And just went a little high with the kick. And that was Pasowitz right there.
Yeah, good throw in, good flick on, good run into the box, just on his unfavoured left foot there, but it was a decent effort on goal.
Score remains 1-0 Titans. Throw coming up for St. John's. Left to right there, moving in this opening half, which is past the midway point. Scaff the only tally, the 10-minute mark. Bartarella. Field game.
I think in terms of play, I think both coaches will be quite happy with the way it's gone. Obviously, North will be a little bit disappointed they're 1-0 down, and St. John's will be a little bit happier that they're 1-0 up. But I think in terms of play, not been a lot in it. Although I think St. John's have had a couple of chances in there, so I think both coaches will be relatively happy with the way it's gone the first sort of 23 minutes.
Salim was pushed down. This is going to be a kick just outside the box. Free kick for the Titans. In prime position to score. Panoa will take it. In the middle of the box and got a leg on it. Salim went high and wide.
Yeah, that's a great ball in there, and you know it's real hard to defend that. It's in behind them. The keeper's unsure whether to come or go. You know, and I think Danny Salim would be a little bit disappointed. Maybe he didn't hit the target there. Maybe he could have gone with his head. Maybe it would have been the easier option, but a good ball in, and another warning sign for Northview.
Good ball from Akapanoa. Almost leading to another Titans goal. Kevin Tetro making an appearance once again for Northview. Towards the middle. Going wide. It is Maurice Johns wound up with a throw. Northview's attack has slowed down the last couple minutes since that corner.
Yeah, St. John's had a couple of minutes of possession in there, and they had the free kick as well. So, but again, it's gone back to that mid-third again, where it's just a little bit scrappy, and it's again just crying out for somebody to take control of the game.
Maybe here. Ball a little too far ahead. And the middle back, Chase Bavis, the senior, got a foot on it. St. John's getting a throw right in front of the Northview bench. Some contact, no foul. Northview throw. There's that aggression picking up. Just needs somebody now just to that little bit of a spark now for the game it needs again. We got it with the goal. It just we had a couple of corners and free kicks here and there. It just needs that spark again now. Just somebody to take control of the game. Matt Mahoney, the senior defensive back, just holding off Salim. Unable to put it ahead for the Wildcats. They'll get a throw near their attacking third. Tussing taking the throw, as you would expect. Play it back for Tetro. Ball in, and just a little too far out in front. Fuentes home to get to it. Maurice Torrico was trying to sneak in.
Yeah, good ball there by Kevin Tetro. It's good awareness there, just to clip a little ball over the top there. A good run in as well, but equally good goalkeeping as well. There off his line well. He was in a good position to start with, a good start position. So, you know, good goalkeeping, but a good ball in by Kevin Tetro as well.
Wildcats have the right idea. Just hoping to get one past Fuentes and the Titans to even this match up. Doyle plays it back. Just inside the line. They kept it in play. Ankish. Dribbling, pushed down by Tetro, and there's the foul.
Yeah, smart play there by, I think it was Hankish, was it? Real good play there. You know, a little flick, the awareness to flick it over the defender's head, and he's drawn the free kick in there. So good play in another dangerous position here for St. John's. See if they can capitalise on this.
Panoa. The box, oh wow, what an effort. Going way up high, Andrew Beasley, the keeper, junior. Haven't mentioned him too much tonight, but Beasley with a nice stop there. Yeah, good goalkeeping there by Andrew Beasley. Came off his line nice and high and nice and strong as well. But, you know, you look at the way St. John's are driving the ball in from free kicks. All it takes is a touch. But good goalkeeping there by Andrew Beasley, good awareness. Sarser tackled away. Back to the Northview bench. Swift moving first half. Taking the throw is Maurice Torrico. And looks like Wildcats will have to take another one here. The energy seems really high on both sides too, and we've seen these Titans especially mixing and matching early.
Yeah, they're certainly, you know, both can't fault work ethic. They're certainly working hard. I think, you know, again, I keep saying it's crying for somebody just to take charge of the game and have that little bit more quality. It's gone a little bit scrappy sometimes in the mid-third, but you know, the work ethic's certainly there.
Tossing the throw. We're in the 29th minute. Panoa cuts it off by one individual effort. Ahead for Doyle. Doyle has his space closing. Nicely done to get back. Yeah, defensively, the Wildcats.
Just want to see Doyle there take a more positive first touch, to, you know, and go at pace then a little bit. They're in a good position there, St. John's.
Logan Crandall was able to deflect that one away. Landon Elliott, the young freshman for the Wildcats. We heard from Coach Brazzo he would get a lot of minutes. And Landon Elliott's out there right now, hoping to make an impact. third. And behind Vartarella, Scaff will go back to play it. Didn't quite connect on the header. Now Panoa went high. Look at this effort just a moment ago. Ooh. Panoa, he's incredible. Nearly had it, although the syndrome of someone was in his way there.
Yeah, it's taken 2 or 3 Northview players to stop him, and that's probably what it's going to take sometimes. You know, when Joey gets in that mood, he can change a game on a dime. So, you know, but Northview ganged up on him there a little bit, put 2 or 3 bodies around him and stopped him from getting any further.
Deep drive, headed backwards, and having to come dangerously out was Beasley. Almost all the way out of the box. Settle that down. Under 10 to play in the half.
Yeah, good goalkeeping in there by Beasley as well. Nice and brave, off his line quick, and just kind of sort of aware of the danger that was in there.
Losing his footing. Up ahead. Shot deflected. For Panoa. Right up the middle of the pitch. Here he comes. It's through several defenders. Panoa tried to take it all the way. A shot, and it was wide. Oh, what an individual effort once again from Panoa, and nearly drove one home. Take a look.
Yeah, it's just great run. It's just power, strength for that one. Where we saw in the last run that little bit of skill. This is power, strength, and just pace as well. And very unlucky there with the finish.
You don't usually encourage someone to do it themselves like that, but Joey definitely capable of doing that, and nearly did.
Yeah, he can just turn it on a dime, like we said a few minutes ago, and you know, if he gets in the mood to play, then he can be unstoppable at times.
Ready play here in the middle of the pitch. Northview trying to turn the tide. Titans have flirted with making this a 2-goal game on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I think as we get with 8 minutes ago, I think, you know, Northview will be quite happy. You know, it sounds strange, but quite happy going at half time at 0-0, at 1-0 down. Sorry, I think St John's will be looking for that second goal before half time.
Northview reversing course. Torella the header. Way up the far side. Too far ahead of Eli Humeniuk. Arms throwing to gain possession. Torella for Doyle, couldn't connect. Throw for Northview.
Yeah, good play against St John's there. Vartarella bursting through midfield again, and that's what we said at the start of the game, is the midfield's going to be key for this game. And you know, whoever if St John's continue to take control of the midfield, then it could be a long night for the midfield for Northview. You know, Northview had their moments as well, don't get me wrong, they've done well in midfield at times, they've competed well, but I just think that physicalness with Joey and Dion in there at times maybe prove a little bit too tough for Northview.
Vartarella, the aggressive header. Playing the Titans to try and cut it off. Played up the near side. And out. Chasing was Adam Lectiar. Wildcats slowly maneuvering towards the middle. And there's that man again. Manoa. With some space. And let it go through. We'll reverse for just a moment. They set up in the box. St. John's now brings their backs up. Torella kneeing it towards the box. Again up in the air. Played it towards the middle. A little far. They're going to let that one roll out. And it will be a Northview goal kick.
Yeah, good little pattern of play there by St. John's. They kept it well, they broke well. And then when the ball went out to the left out there as well, Naweed Aziz did well there because he recognised there wasn't really anybody in the area. He didn't have a best position. He just reset the ball for them to start again. So you just gradually see St. John's somewhat taking control now of that midfield area and of the game as well. But Northview still have a lot in the tank, and they've still got a lot of good players out there to get something out of this game as well.
And hence you see the Wildcats maybe take an extra moment there just to kind of gather themselves, try and get their positive momentum going the other direction.
Yeah, I can imagine, you know, Kurt Brazel wants them in at half time now. There's 5 minutes left. Let's just see it out. Let's get to half time. It's 1-0. It's okay. You know, we're still in the game. It's only 1 goal, and then he can get his players refreshed, get in there, do a little bit of tactical stuff with them as well. Coach McElroy, on the other hand, he'll be looking for that second goal now in the next 5 minutes, or just after half time. He'll stress the importance of the next goal. You know, if St. John's get it, then it's going to be tough for Northview. If Northview get it, momentum could go Northview's way at that point.
Oh, the Titans will bring it back. Free kick inside the 40. And Tussing will take it. St. John's students enjoy the results so far. Northview has brought a strong contingent as well on the other side. Tussing with the kick. And Scaff put his head on it. St. John's looks to send it the other way. Oh, another call against St. John's, and even closer the kick will come for Northview. Well, this may be their best chance outside of the corner kick in this contest so far for the Wildcats. See who takes it. Tussing and Sarcer are in the same vicinity. Sarcer will take it for Northview. Golden opportunity. Sarcer, the shot right on Fuentes.
Good strike by Sarcer, hit the target, that's all you can ask, and good goalkeeping as well there.
Yeah, there's a second look at it, right at Fuentes. Had to stand his ground. Panoa the other way for St. John's meanwhile, and a hip check call gonna go against Northview. Brad Biggs lowering the boom. He was not get carded, did he?
I think he got a yellow card, yeah.
He did, yes he did. Biggs, and that's a big call against Northview, but that was pretty aggressive from Biggs.
Yeah, I think he's realised that was the only way to stop Joey Akivanhoa then from Brad Biggs, so he took a yellow card for the team there.
Biggs will sit the rest of the first half and talk with Coach Brazo a little bit about it. Panoa will take the kick from the middle of the pitch. St. John's setting up. Clock stopped at 3:09 to play in the opening half. We'll resume upon the kick. Panoa drives it in there and headed towards the far post, a little off frame.
Yeah, decent. Again, it was just a driven ball in as well. It's a decent effort there. There's not a lot he could do with that. He's done ever so well to actually get it close to the target. So I think a little bit disappointed with the free kick there. I think they could have a better position. They could have got a little bit more out of that.
A lot of hang time. And that one from Panoa. Sarcer with touch, but couldn't get it to Adam Pyle. Another freshman for Northview, right in the middle. And wide with it, the Titans. This is Batdorf. Martorella into the box. Northview defender got a foot on it. Sarcer going for the header, and Batdorf got it instead for St. John's. Panoa being held. Oh. And Panoa was not too happy about that call. Well, that play by Alektion.
Yeah, he Joey's all over him there. Joey's just got to be a little bit careful there. He doesn't swing anything after the reaction there. So nice to see a little handshake there at the end of it, but it's only ever going to be one winner with that one, I think.
You can see Joey very frustrated with that. Alectiar stopping the play. Manoa, drive with the left foot, got through, and couldn't quite hammer it home. Titans had a nice setup on the far post.
Yeah, good ball in there, and a good run there by Ian Morton. Wiskin then to get into the back post, just couldn't quite get on to the end of it, but a little bit different there. Didn't serve it first time, passed it short and changed the angle of service as well.
60 seconds remain in the half. Wildcats just trying to limp into the break, only down a goal. Right in the thick of things. Quick throw coming from the Titans. As they try to dominate the last 40 seconds or so. Northview plays it out. At least temporarily. Bavis sending it in towards the far side. Northview turns, one last run out potentially. But couldn't quite run it down, that being Alectiar. From the St. John's bench with 13 seconds. Touch for the Wildcats. The Sarcer have it angled, two Titans come, and it goes out of bounds, ending the opening half. Very competitive one it was. St. John's leads the chance category, but they have just a 1-0 advantage after 40 minutes. We'll come back and analyze this one as part of our halftime festivities. You're watching boys high school soccer on BCSN. St. John's with the 1-0 lead after 40 minutes over NLL foe Northview here tonight at Leiden Field. If we take a look at those first half stats, and as you would expect, St. John's with the way the pace went in this opening half, they do have the lead in the shot category and the chance category, but Northview still just a shot away.
Yeah, Northview's still in it. 11 shots on goal for St John's, 3 on target. 3 shots on goal for Northview, but 3 on target. So, you know, the shots on target are the same. So, but here's the first goal, and a good strike by Danny Salim, and a good save by Andrew Beasley in the goal as well. But Will Scaff there followed in and finished really well.
Yeah, that was our first highlight we saw, the Scaff goal, the 10th minute. Akpanoa had a couple good chances. There's Danny Salim again. He was everywhere in the opening half. Akpanoa, as you would expect, another good ball. Beasley, a nice save.
Yeah, and Beasley's done well coming out for crosses tonight. You know, so he's had a decent first half, to be fair. Good strike there from a free kick as well.
Yeah, the shots on goal are even despite the shot differential there. So Northview has gotten a couple shots, but no really grade A quality chances we saw in that opening half.
Yeah, most of it's been at the St John's keeper, and he's dealt with them quite well. So, but the main stats to score, it's 1-0. You know, and as we said, I'd imagine, you know, Coach Brazel on the Northview side would be like, look, keep it tight, keep it 1-0. We'll get a chance. We'll get a chance during the game. We've just got to take it. And then it's game on. Then it becomes a real good battle then, and how St John's respond. If St John's go out, I'm sure Coach McElroy on the other side is now saying, look, first 5-10 minutes, just go get that second goal. Let's go, you know, effectively kill the game off in the first 10-15 minutes.
Despite the big chances for St. John's, just a 1-0 game after 40 minutes. The second half coming up next from Line Field on BCSN.
BCSN, available exclusively on Buckeye Broadband, is presented by Siena Heights University, celebrating 100 years, and by Gallon, Takis, and Boisenall. BCSN, available exclusively on Buckeye Broadband, is presented by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, and by Yark Automotive, just what you're looking for.
Well, a great non-conference matchup going on here tonight. St. John's and Northview at Leiden Field. Kevin Peel, Danny Fisher with you as we are ready for the second half. Will Scaff, his goal, the only tally so far in the 10th minute of this matchup. And since then, Northview, they've kind of teetered on the edge of falling behind by a couple. But here they are, Danny, just one goal back and with one shot away from tying this match.
Yeah, they've had a couple of little half chances. They've had a couple of shots where the keeper's saved pretty comfortable. They've had a couple of free kicks and corners in good positions as well. So they're still in this. You know, I mean, see now that they've come out, that they're out, they're ready to play. And you know, St. John's were out a good minute or two before Northview got out there. And like we said, it'll be important now. The next 10 minutes will be, I'm sure Northview is, let's keep it tight, let's see what happens. We know we can create a chance. St. John's will be, we want that second goal in the first 10 minutes.
Have the Wildcats kept it maybe closer than you initially expected, or is this kind of what you expected?
No, I thought it'd be a tightish game. I always thought that St. John's would have the experience, you know, maybe a little bit more the firepower, but Northview have got some really good players, some good younger players, and they're led by a good senior class as well and junior class. So, you know, it's always going to be a tight game.
St. John's will move right to left across your screen in the home blue and gold attire, stripes, and the visiting white uniforms for the Northview Wildcats. Northview, of course, has 5 seniors, 4 active, a young roster though in terms of varsity experience, but growing up a lot here today, playing these tough Titans all the way to the end. Now coming in, Northview, maybe a chance, almost got away from Fuentes. Actually, new goalkeeper
I think that's Ben
to this second half. Yep.
Ben Dinecki did well there, just did well to make the initial save, but then just squirted underneath him a little bit. So, yeah, but again, a good opportunity there for Northview.
Yeah, Ben Dinecki is the junior keeper. Luis Fuentes, who got the start in net, a sophomore. Dinecki now will man things in the second half. Quick foul against the Titans will turn the play the other way. And a free kick coming up for the very busy Ryan Tussing. Couple opportunities in the opening half. Tussing puts one all the way into the box. Nearly headed on, but it was headed the opposite way. Northview right at the edge of the box. Going down was Sarcer. No call. And Northview wants one badly. Sarcer went down. Thought he was tripped, but that may have been a good no call. There was a lot of chaos going on right at the top of the box.
Yeah, it was a good ball in by Tussing. Dinecki did well originally. Sarcer did well to pick up the next ball, and you know that's when you'd like to see that again. Maybe, you know, the VAR they have in the Premier League now may have been called into action on that one. So, but he certainly went down. There wasn't a lot of an appeal by Northview, but certainly seen those given in the past.
It's so bang, tough to make a call. Determining call in the heat of the moment. A close match like this. no call, probably the proper play there. Titans trying to bring their first break out. A little too far for Scaff, the only goal scorer so far, who had it run a little past him.
It's another warning sign for St. John's that, you know, Northview aren't finished in this, and if you give them some set pieces and you give them the chances, they're gonna take one at some point.
Nice give and go, but the St. John's defense there, Davis knocking it out. Well, it looked like a nice run out was developing there. Brad Biggs, who of course had the yellow card late in the opening half, going to have to play through that for the sake of his team. Going into the box, Manoa, his head on it. Trying to turn, play it back, Tussing, and put into the goal. Northview's tied it. There you go, one ball, and there it is. Yeah, and Meyer Carruthers, the sophomore, pours it in to even the game at 1.
Yeah, I mean, Camilleros initially did well holding the ball up. He sets it back into Tussin in there. That's a great ball in by Ryan Tussin, and equally a good finish there by Myers Carruthers as well. Really good goal for Northview there.
Huge momentum boost for them here in the 44th minute. And sometimes you don't put your foot on the throat of this game, and all of a sudden you have a brand new game. 1-1.
Yeah, and certainly the warning sign was there the first couple of minutes, a couple of little chances for Northview, and that was a really well worked goal as well for Northview there. So they'll be really pleased with that. Now it's about the experience of St. John's, their seniors now. Can they lead this St. John's team now just to calm down, get them to calm down a little bit? Northview, on the other hand, can they go? They've got the momentum now. Can they go and get a second goal now?
Meyer Carruthers with his second key goal of the season. Scored a big tally against St. Francis last week. Now here he is scoring to even up this match on the road against the Titans from Tussing. A great ball. Even this game.
Yeah, I mean, he scored against St. Francis and St. John's now, and equally good goals for different reasons. You know, the goal against St. Francis was a good individual goal. That was a good team goal there. You know, a real good setback by Camilleros. Great ball in by Tussin, and equally a good finish as well.
Yeah, the anticipation was incredible there. Meyer Carruthers just kind of snuck in behind everyone. And it was a perfect ball. Placed right into his lap. Now Northview with a throw. Into the attacking third it goes. There's the header. Hold the line, and it went off of Northview. Goal kick coming up for St. John's.
Yeah, certainly a test now for St. John's and how they deal with this now. The next couple of minutes, can they get the likes of Akibanoa back on the ball again? Can they get settled down again and get back into a rhythm and start creating chances? Northview are going to continue to press now. They're going to they smell blood. They want this winner now. They want to go and get a second.
Well, the interesting thing was, you know, Greg McElroy, and talking with him too, St. John's perspective before the game, he said it's really too early in the season to think about playing back. If you have a lead, you want to keep pushing the ball forward, and I really think they did have that strategy in mind at the start of this half, but Northview really came out of the locker room hot and really created that chance.
Yeah, Northview came out flying, and you know, it was again very similar to St. Francis. They scored just after half time, just, you know, crucial times to score goals. So we've certainly seen Northview this year come out second half somewhat a different team than first half.
Biggs tackled, and that's going to go against Bavis, right in the middle of the field. 6 fouls now for the Titans. Let's take a look. And maybe a little illegal, that tackle from Bavis. Seemed to be a little flustered about it, but seemed to be pretty academic of a call. Biggs absorbed that blow. So now Tussing.
Again, similar position to the free kick they had in the first couple of minutes.
He has the range. into the box and over top of the goal. Someone got their head on it and lifted it just too high.
Yeah, and another good ball in there. And now first half they underhit a couple of the free kicks in the corners. Now he's just overhitting it a little bit. He's given a lot for the goalkeeper to do there, coming through a crowd of players. Another good ball in.
Meyer Carothers again. Wiggling through the crowd. St. John's on their heels. Scaff hoping to push it forward. And Northview instead turns the pace. Biggs knocked out. Keeping the play alive for the Titans, Joe Colella. Choosing defensive back. Biggs.
Yeah, St. John's just can't get hold of the ball right now. They can't get good possession.
Strong tackle by Colella. It will be a quarter kick for Northview. Their second quarter. They have both of the quarters in this game. And it will be taken here, it appears, by Tony Sagizi.
Yeah, and another big chance for Northview here.
Just tied it about 5 minutes back. They look for the lead. Sagizi. Boot a little wide. Carothers will chase it down. Holds it in. And the center. And Martorella boots it out for St. John's. But still a Northview throw. The attacking third. Pretty much all the zone time to Northview in this second half.
Again, the set pieces, the throw-ins, the free kicks are so much better in his first 9 minutes for Northview. It's causing St. John's problems.
Donake's been under fire so far since in the start in the second half. The Titans still in goal. Andrew Beasley, the keeper. You see him boot that one away. Jarella got his head on it. For the Titans so far, quiet in this second half, Joey Acapanono. But you see it on the other side of the 50, at least for a moment, for the Titans' sake. Easy. It's around one. Sagizi grounds one that was blocked. Panoa comes back to get it. Need to get him in space. The Titans. Biggs blocked by Acapanoa, and it's another corner.
Another set piece, another chance for Northview.
Looked like a harmless one at first, really. Good play to keep the ball in and give Biggs a chance to deflect it off Acapanoa. Sagizi. Wide in the box. They've been playing that one to Tetro on purpose. Tetro is out of bounds.
I think for St. John's, they just need to calm the game down. They need to get, you know, the likes of Joey Acapanoa on the ball, higher up the field, get him running with the ball again. You know, for Northview, they just need to continue now, continue what they're doing, continue winning set pieces, and take advantage of it.
Played 11 minutes in this second half. St. John's, their only goal at the 10-minute mark from Will Scaff. Jonah Meyer Carothers, 44th minute. His goal tied it. Sagizi's been busy for Northview. Gets around a couple defenders. Sagizi, a shot, and what a stop by Donachie. And then they had to boot it out near the near side post. Strong save from Donachie. But again, Sagizi in space. Strong drive. Looked like it would have hit off the post. Donachie needs to make that save anyway.
Very good strike there and a good save. You know, really good save there. He had to save it. He couldn't let it go. Even if he thought it was going to hit the post or go wide, he had to make the save. So, but a great strike, and again another warning sign.
Meyer Carruthers looked like he was going to take it, but Seguizi comes over to take his 3rd straight quarter in this half from that spot for the Wildcats. 1-1 tie. Seguizi. Deflected back, top of the box. Salim tried to wedge it out. And played high and wide of the goal. And that will go for a throw to St. John's, deep in their own quarter.
Certainly had the better of the first 30 minutes of the second half, Northview, and fully deserved that equaliser. And you could argue the first 30 minutes, it could well be 2-1 up right now.
But no, it just can't break out. Scaff bumps it out. Yeah, Northview with the throw. Boy, whatever talk Coach Frazzo gave at the half really instilled some life into this offense. They're everywhere. Salim the header. Johns can't even get it out of their own offensive third, and a push off just outside the box. Biggs absorbing the push from Colella, and this is a dangerous spot.
That's a silly free kick to give away. I'm sure Coach Macker will be really upset with that one. You know, 2 hands up, the push. You can see the push from up here. So silly free kick to give away in a dangerous position.
Seguizi, an opportunity to try and drive it home. Big moment in this contest. Seguizi scores! Northview leads!
That's a great free kick into the bottom corner. Maybe look at the wall a little bit, which was set up, but ever so good strike. He's really hit that with some pace into the bottom corner.
Wow, what an effort in this second half. St. John's bench in disbelief, unassisted. Seguizi puts it past Donachie. Right through the wall.
Yeah, I think that'd be disappointing if it's gone straight through the wall there. The wall's there to stop it, it's not there to go through it. Big test now for St. John's.
Panoa tried to fly up the near sideline, but defense was swift. St. John's played with some urgency now. After the Seguizi goal. 2 unanswered tallies in the second half for the Wildcats have given them the lead on the road.
Yeah, fantastic response by Northview in the second half, this first 15 minutes, and they've deserved it for the pressure they've put on St. John's.
The box headed out, up ahead for Biggs. And Northview hoping to bring it out. Cavaleris, first time we've really mentioned his name since the opening half. He was very active in the first 10 minutes. There goes Cavaleris. Tossing the throw for Northview. Biggs, ball rolls to him. Biggs hoping for some help. Nice move, tackled down. Strong play defensively there. Again, it looks like it's going to be a quarter kick for Northview.
Yeah, certainly Biggs did ever so well there. Some good little skill in the area there and a good tackle. Again, it's another set piece. It's another corner. And it's another opportunity for Northview here.
Shots on goal at the half were 3-3. There you see the quarter kicks. This is the 5th for Northview. None for the Titans. Curvature on the ball, although they whistled it down while it was in flight. Interesting. In the middle of the pile there, the whistle came. Well, the players must have been out of position. They're going to give Northview a second go-ahead here. And the box headed out. Easy trying to turn with it. Another set piece to the middle. Deflects off a Titan. Northview scores again. Brad Biggs puts it in. 3-1 Northview.
Yeah, another fantastic ball, and they picked that second ball up. Another good delivery in, and brave there by Brad Biggs. Really, really brave.
Boy, Northview relentless. Shockingly relentless. Here's the ball in, deflected off of a Titan and right to Biggs. Donachie at that point helpless. Headed it home. We kind of give that a self-inflicted wound there to St. John's, not able to defense that set piece properly. And it leads to a goal.
Yeah, extremely brave there by Brad Biggs to go in there. The defender around and the goalkeeper coming out, and 3-1 now. It's a mountain to climb now for St. John's.
Boy, this is surprising. 3-1 Northview leads. Panoa has had a frustrating second half. Has have all the Titans. Up ahead again, Meyer Carruthers buries his second. 4-1 Wildcats. Are you kidding? 30 seconds later, he has his second of the game. Yeah, relentless.
Yeah, this has been an unbelievable first 16 minutes to the second half for Northview. They've certainly come out here flying, and 4 goals in 16 minutes and 4 really good goals as well.
Boy, Biggs, quick touch, and then Meyer Carruthers again. Wow. Just right past Donachie. What a rough half it's been for him. He's just been diving all over the place, constantly under duress in this half. Now you can tell this Leiden Field crowd outside of the Northview support that's come down from Sylvania, they are stunned.
I think Joe Colella in there somewhere got a yellow card as well. For something, I think maybe the tackle as Myers Carruthers was following through. I think the referee gave him a yellow card for that.
Well, if you don't believe momentum's a real thing, take a look again at how this second half's played out.
Yeah,
all Wildcats.
Certainly came out the gates flying, did Northview, and they've not taken their foot off the gas here. They've kept going, and they've absolutely been flying this second half.
Scaff the throw. Panoa. Salim couldn't chase it down, and Northview gets it away. Meyer Carruthers again. A strong dribble, flying up the far sideline and had it knocked out.
It's going to take a massive effort now for St. John's to get back into this. Now, as quick as Northview scored 4 though in 17 minutes, you never know, but the way Northview are playing right now, they're going after a 5th.
No one touched it on its way through. You know, it was a very closely played first half. Of course, both teams in it the entire way. And I would say very competitive. Wasn't a ton of action in terms of chances, but it's really flipped on its head in favor of Northview in half number 2.
Yeah, it really has, and just the first, you could sense the first 3-4 minutes when Northview came out, they were up for it, they were ready for it, they were going to put St. John's under everything, under all the pressure, and the moment they got that first goal, they just kept kicking on, and the second went in, then the third and the fourth, so it's been a fantastic 18 minutes for Northview.
Scaff the header, played into the middle. Few with some fresh bodies out there. Andrew Krolak is in the middle now. Biggs jostling for position. When you think back to that yellow card Biggs took, maybe a play that helped fire up this team. Panoa. Pass for Salim. It wasn't strong enough. Scaff for Salim. Salim trying to turn. Holding on to possession. They play it back. Panoa Ball into the box, headed up in the air. It's alive, and Beasley comes down with it.
Yeah, Beasley's done well there. He's been relatively quiet the first 19 minutes of the second half and had to concentrate there. Did well, won the first initial punch, and then, you know, was lucky enough there to come back and get the second to catch it and just calm things down for Northview.
Deep into Northview's defensive end. Ryan Tussing trying to turn with it. Bad giveaway. And a shot. What a save! Oh, an incredible stop by Beasley after a brutal turnover in their own box. And he saved the day and maybe a rally from St. John's.
Yeah, fantastic save there by Beasley. It's a great strike. It's flying in, but that's a great save.
Salim had a solid strike. And a diving stop by Beasley. He's pumped. There is a corner kick for St. John's, though, off of that. Their first of the game. And they have a tally here. A little too far for everyone. And Scaff not able to run it down. 4-1 Northview past the halfway point of the second half. Time running out. Darkness falling on the Titans. They need a massive rally.
Yeah, if they've got any chance of getting back into this, that they're going to need a goal in the next 3-4 minutes and really push forward then, but they're also going to leave themselves exposed at the back a little bit as well.
Try and get their playmaker the ball. Panoa is near it now. Get a quick throw. Up ahead for Vartarella. Vartarella in the box, turns. Help comes. Vartarella eventually loses it, sliding for it, Akapanoa, and he comes up hurt. Akapanoa shaking up near the corner, and they're going to have to stop play, and that is the last thing you want to see if you are St. John's right now. Akapanoa, an aggressive slide, and he is now being looked at by some of his teammates. He's a warrior, though. He's going to try and walk it off, but just feeding fuel to the fire of what's been a frustrating half for the Titans.
Yeah, they certainly don't want to lose Joey Akapanoa right now either. Yeah, that really would have been a bad to real bad half for them.
Yeah, you almost wonder too, you don't want to call off the Dogs in this game yet. You still have time with 18:41 to go, but you cannot lose Joey Akapanoa for the future right now. He's just trying to walk it off. He's talking with the official. Let's take a look at the replay there. And, oh, collided. Yeah. Just an unfortunate set of circumstances there as Akapanoa came in aggressively, and so too Maurice Torrico Jr. That's just two players selling out. They want the ball. Trying to make a defensive play. Torrico, Akapanoa going to hang in there and stay out on the pitch. Warrior for the Titans. Bad for Vartarella. Heads it to Akapanoa. He's flying around again. His touch a little too far. Doyle on the far side. He'll take it away. And no call. There was a couple of bodies falling down. So here we go. Titans. Work it into their third. Scaff. Shot blocked.
Yeah, I think those 4 goals have completely shell-shocked St. John's, and they're trying to find their way back in the game now. And you know, they could have got a way back in, but if it wasn't for, you know, Andrew Beasley with that great save in there, you know, that they could have found their way back into it.
That was the swinging moment where maybe if the door was going to reopen for St. John's, that was it. But it just, an incredible save made by Beasley to keep this game 4-1. All of the Northview goals in this half within a 13-minute time span. St. John's led this game for 34 minutes, 1-0.
Yeah, and half time, I don't think everybody would have expected Northview to come out and and have that fight and maybe get something out of it. I don't think anybody really expected 4 goals.
No.
You know, and that's no disrespect to Northview, but greatest respect for them for coming out and doing that and scoring the 4 goals. I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic this second half.
St. John's coming in definitely the favorite in this game, but by no means was Northview. They didn't have an opportunity to win this game. They definitely did. And this huge offensive second half has put them in prime position to do so. It'll be a huge win for their resume. Biggs collecting in the middle.
Well, you think the last 2 weeks, St. Francis 2-0, currently 4-1 here against St. John's. Certainly going to set some alarm bells ringing around the area. So, you know, fantastic for Northview.
And the NLL, which thought maybe there's a door opening, but these Northview Wildcats are doing some damage to some of the track powerhouses. Yeah, with their efforts early this season.
And it seems to be a second half as well again. I mean, I think Springfield, they were 2-0 down at half time, came back to 2-2. St. Francis 0-0 at half time, 2-0, won 2-0. 1-0 down here at half time, and then 4-1 in 13 minutes.
Yeah, really, we talked about it, you know, a bit with Coach Brazo before the game. He was saying they had a little bit of a different intensity. Maybe another chance here. Nice save by Donachie. On a low ball from Humedio. Trying to make it 5-1. But they've come out with a different intensity in the big games this year. They came out slow because maybe they didn't value the Springfield game that they played as much as they should have. And they did, though, fight back to at least tie that game. And they've come out and, of course, have won the rest of their games to this point.
Yeah, I think it just proves that, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, how many seniors you got, how many juniors you got. That they've got a young squad, and you know they've certainly got some good soccer players in there, and they're proving it tonight.
So one last rush in these Titans. They need 3. Now they're back in their own zone. Donachie, a rough second half. Just above Sajizi. Header attempt. Far side it goes. Throw in that area. The throw for the Titans. Doyle. No one home though for St. John's, and will roll out all the way to Beasley.
Yeah, and I think Northview now, they'll just, you know, job done. They've got their 4 goals. They're just going to probably waste as much time as they can now. You see there with Andrew Beasley in the goal there, just, I'm not going to pick it up till you close me down. St. John's have got to find that spot from somewhere to try and get back into this.
Strong boot towards the middle. They toe the sideline. Yes, they did. Sajizi is attempting to push it up the far side. Strong play near the boundary by Ryan Tussing to keep it in. Throw for the Wildcats, who have shell-shocked the Titans in the second half. 4-1 lead. St. John's moving a little too quickly, trying to get the throw in. More subs. And Pace-Witz coming back out for St. John's, his second stint of the ballgame.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to find something now. St. John's going to find something or someone just to get them back into this game.
And we don't see Akapanoa out there anymore for St. John's. Okay, he is. He's playing up. Hoping for a last chance. They've kept him on there despite the roster overhaul here in the past couple minutes.
Yeah, I think they're just going to try him up top centrally, see if they can get the ball to him, see if he can do something. Maybe try and isolate him a little bit against one of the Northview defenders, just see if he can create something in there to get them something out of this game.
Yep, he comes back to it. Creating already, has space. Strong ball, and a little too strong all the way through. Hoping to reach Cameron Doyle. An overshot. So that Coach McElroy, well, he's played some tough teams. Of course, they played the Jesuit Cup already here this year. They beat Walsh Jesuit and lost to St. Ignatius earlier on this season, but this is probably the most adversity he's seen this year, because with St. Ignatius, you know, you're talking about a top team,
yeah, I think
state champion contender, and
I think top 2 or top 3 in the nation. I think they were ranked this year, so you know, there was no disgrace there, and you know, in losing to St. Ignatius. So I think they'll be really disappointed with this. I think they'll be really disappointed with the second half in this game, and you know, I think it's a matter now of, you know, depending on what happens in this game now. If they can get themselves back into the game, brilliant. They've done well. If they can't, it's how they respond now. You know, I mean, they've got a couple of big games coming up now.
No, the gauntlet continues. St. Francis coming up next on Tuesday.
Yeah, St. Francis next week, next Tuesday. So, you know, that'll be a big game as well. So, you know, they've got a week to kind of sort of, well, not even a week, sorry, 5-6 days just to get over this, recuperate, get themselves mentally right again, and focus on St. Francis for next week.
Cameron Doyle hammering that last one through the uprights. But yeah, I think this extra break, having this weekend off to kind of regroup after what could be a tough second half and then a setback to Northview. This is a big stretch for them. This is the middle of a 3-game homestand. Of course, they started it with a 4-0 win against Findlay, losing right now to Northview, and then you play your arch rival, the St. Francis Sales Knights, coming in next. Here to Leiden Field. Northview maybe one more chance though. And was Ali Akhtar offside? It appears he was. Akhtar.
Yeah, I think he just strayed a little bit offside there. So, but again, just I think Northview right now will be quite happy just getting the ball long, putting it in good areas, putting it in the channels, and just seeing the game out now. Nine minutes left, and you know, St. John's needs something quick if they're going to get anything out of this game.
A good ball played in though. Ortorella tried to deflect it towards the far post and misfired a bit.
It's one of those halves. I think whatever St. John's have done this half hasn't happened. Whatever Northview have done this half has worked really well.
Whatever could go wrong has gone wrong. Yep, absolutely for St. John's, and everything going right for Northview. Oh, and Beasley gained some help from Tussing. Good teammate there. Also a good clock ploy. Get the shoelace fixed, but gotta have them laced up. Under 9 to play. A 4-goal second half has given Northview the lead.
Yeah, smart there, Northview. A couple of subs. Beasley with his shoelace, wasted about 45 seconds. So, yeah, they're just going to run the clock down now as much as they can. You can see now they're getting everybody bar one behind the ball.
Mediuk with a strong tackle a moment ago from Northview. Throw for the Wildcats. Grant Copad, talented sophomore, was taking that throw in. Strong deflection off of Andrew Krolak. And it rolls out the other side. Northview will take this back and forth midfield battle the last 8 minutes. Just hoping to hold on. The Titans still no real grade A quality chances in this second half. Very limited opportunities.
Yeah, Northview almost played out the perfect second half, really. I mean, 8 minutes, 7 minutes to go. 4 goals, nothing against, coming from 1-0 behind. They'll be extremely happy with their second half.
boundary. Played back to Donachie. Near side, the Titans will hold it in. Chase Monahan, sophomore defensive back. Doyle the throw. Nope, he'll let it go. John's trying to get going with some pace. And a whistle. The Northview player went down. That being Mediuk. Akpanoa, by the way, is out now. Has been for a couple minutes. Coach McElroy took him out.
Yeah, it's probably his way. Get some rest. I mean, 4-1 down with 6-7 minutes to go. He's had a knock on his leg. It's probably worth just getting him some treatment now and start focusing on next Tuesday now.
Clock is stopped because of the foul. A couple changes mixing up the lineup. Ryan Tussing will take the kick when he is cleared to go. Mark Hankish back in for the Titans. Also Landon Elliott make another appearance for Northview. See the Wildcats maybe not going after that one as aggressively as they had earlier this half. Right in the circle. Titans hoping to push forward. Northview has plenty back in the correct position to hold off a charge.
Yeah, just set themselves up now. You know, they're going to make it really hard for St. John's to get anything out of this last 6 minutes of the game.
Tussing will take the throw.
We'll get another
St. John's bench.
I think he'll get another sub in before the 5 minutes where I believe the clock stops now in the last 5 minutes when you make subs. So you know, try and get another sub in just to waste another sort of 10-15 seconds, which is good game management.
Rolling all the way out to Beasley, who will take his time before picking it up. Thursday night, primetime matchup. Swung completely the opposite way in the second half. They settle down the punt are the Titans. One man up ahead. Still pushing Doyle towards the ball, but Beasley slides to get it.
Yeah, I think as solid as a second half performance as you'll see, you know, from Northview here against St. John's, and you know, an incredible opening 13 minutes to the half with 4 goals. And but what they have done the rest of the half, they've seen the game out. They've not really given Northview anything. There was one chance in there which Andrew Beasley made a really good save, but apart from that, really
one got through the legs of Beasley, and did it get in? Now it does.
And I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
Oh.
You know, he's had such a good game as well, Andrew Beasley.
Doyle will get the credit for the goal, and St. John's a little more life.
Complete commentator's curse there for Andrew Beasley. So, but you know, his first real mistake of the game there, and
he did keep it out, but Doyle the only one there. And so Beasley with a great effort, but the defense just not quite there to stop him. Doyle puts it away. Yep, there's the frustration for Beasley. But for the Titans, they need a lot more in a hurry. Down 4-2. First goal since the 10-minute mark. So they went 66 minutes of this contest without a goal. Titans, and in that time frame, Northview scored all 4. Quick whistle goes against the Titans. So now Northview really going to try and bleed this clock. Now that St. John's is a goal closer. Doyle. Knocked down. Okay, they will call the handball, I believe, on Copad.
This is a chance, get people in and see what happens. If they can get another one out of this, it really will make it a game in the last 3 minutes.
Now look out if they score here. Less than 25 yards out. Low driving ball into the box. Played all the way out. Now a strong shot and a save made from Beasley, having to dive to his right. Handled that.
Yeah, good strike. You know, good strike on goal, and solid there by Andrew Beasley this time.
Under 3 to play. Donachie. Quick drive headed backwards by Copad. The throw coming for St. John's as they push up. Hankish, who had the near chance a moment ago. Doyle. Header. And Northview comes away. Wiggle it in between a couple defenders, and Donachie will come all the way up to strike it. And it goes out by Coach McElroy.
I can imagine he's really frustrated with the second half performance from St. John's, and you know, probably disappointed and shell-shocked as well a little bit with it all. On the other side, I imagine, you know, Coach Brazil was extremely happy with that second half performance.
Spiraled out of control very quickly on the Titans. In a 13-minute burst of this second half. Out the side of the field, the Titans want it on with 1:40 to go. Donachie with a quick set. There's it towards midfield. Pushing it forward. Doyle the header.
Northview just try and run the clock out now if they can.
There we go, right up the middle. To the side. Strong play by Hankish. Titans have no quit in them. Under a minute to go. And out of bounds. Last touched by SJJ.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly can't fault their work ethic. I mean, both teams have worked really hard, and you know, they just Northview just came out second half, and that 13-minute spell just absolutely just shell-shocked St. John's. And you could tell the moment that first goal went in, it was going to be trouble.
Beasley collecting one last time. His last touch of the contest. Sends it on its way to the midfield. One last push here from Northview. Drew Krolak goes out of bounds, and Northview stunner. 4-goal second half, erasing a 1-0 deficit, and they come to St. John's Leiden Field and collect a huge victory by a final score of 4-2. Plenty of impressions we'll get from Danny Fisher in just a moment as the Titans fall at home today to Northview. We'll be right back with our post game right after this on BCSN. Northview deservedly celebrating a big victory here today at Leiden Field. They erase a 1-0 deficit and win 4-2 today. Danny, what a second half. One of the better ones you'll see, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and we said at half-time that the next goal was going to be crucial, and if Northview could get it, they could generally go on and win the game. I don't think any of us expected 4, but 4 goals in the first 13 minutes, I mean, that's how you start a second half. That's how you come out at half-time. Credit to Northview for that. I think they did a really good job of that, coming out at half-time and scored 4 really good goals.
And this could be a really big win for their resume going forward. It's been fun, Danny. Excellent performance today for Northview. They win it over St. John's with a big second half, 4-2. For our entire fantastic BCSN crew and my partner Danny Fisher, I am Kevin Peel saying good night from Leiden Field at St. John's Jesuit High School. You have been watching boys high school soccer on BCSN.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic.
So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by the Yark Automotive Group.
Look at Moorhead's quick feet here. Right as he cut through the pile. Moorhead again trying to turn the outside. That's the first down and more. And gets run out of bounds over on the sideline. Second down for the Cardinals. And Faust on the move. Down the middle of the field. Pass caught. It's going to go for a touchdown. Caught by Michael McGee. Harrison from the shotgun. Winds up the left arm, fires a pass, caught. Touchdown, Stepanek. Wow. Not been able to connect in the last 3 passes. Faust will try again. We'll double pump. This one is up for grabs, and it is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, I think that ball came off his hand.
St. Joseph Central, and that one batted and intercepted. Lindenberger got a hand on it. Hurt picked it off. Faust in the shotgun and runs straight ahead and gets into the defensive secondary and gets run out of bounds by Merrick Hurt. We'll sweep to the outside. Moorhead carrying it.
Now you see the speed.
Tiptoeing down the sideline for some extra yardage. And finally gets picked up and thrown down. Faust directing traffic. And in motion is Cummings. They're going for Cummings. Corner of the end zone.
That's a catch.
He's got it.
That's a catch.
And it is a touchdown. Now Harrison trying to bring him a little closer, and he will. Touchdown. They open up the hole for him. Chase Harrison's first rushing touchdown of the season. Spread offense. Moorhead is in the backfield. Faust with some room to run, and he will take off. Stepanek gets him down with an open field tackle, but into St. Joe's territory as a safety. In fact, edging up like a linebacker. Faust looks to the corner of the end zone again for Moorhead, up for grabs.
Wow.
Catch made. Touchdown, Stretch. Faust going for 2. Little touch pass.
Is that a catch? He caught that.
That is caught over on the far boundary. Harrison in the shotgun. Gets rid of it quickly, and it is incomplete. Ooh. Running at almost 8 yards a carry so far today. And this one up for grabs and it's picked off. That's Stepanek who went up to get it. It's ripped away from him and out of bounds. This one on the ground. Oh, nice job staying in bounds. Ball carrier is Logan Johnson. See if they try to throw it here. He's going to run it, and he is not going to make it. The Stretch defense holds strong, and St. Joe's turns it over on downs.
That is a very, very brave call.
Try to get the ball back. It's a one-possession game right now. And Faust on the run. Turns it upfield.
Uh-oh.
Breaks another tackle, and he's off and running. He's ahead of the field. Thomas Faust running for his life, goes all the way for the touchdown. Down the middle. Pass knocked away at the last second.
That's a nice hit.
Harrison on the move. Pressure coming. Fires it, and it's
intercepted
around and picked off. Back to throw it. Pass going to be picked off. Moorhead, his second interception of the quarter. He's moving his way down the field. Pass midfield. 40, 30, 20, 10. He'll take it all the way for a pick 6.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by Gallon, Tachus, and Boisenol.
Sims, here comes the blitz. They get to him in the pressure. He's looking for the end zone jump ball, and it's caught. Touchdown. Pratt on the run, cuts back. Tucking the football away, turns back the other way. And this is going to go for a big loss. Finished off by... Looking forward, has plenty of distance. And it's good, so Daney in his first half. Pratt settling, throwing, looking deep. And it's hauled in. The catch at the 10-yard line, dragged down. High school football right there. Game 52. Pratt finds Pater. Looking pulled. Just enough distance, and it is here. Trying to time it perfectly. Here's Pratt now out to the secondary. Pratt though gives the pump fake across the middle of the field. Delivers a strike for the second. Potter, he'll drop back, throws a beautiful ball to the end zone for the second time, connecting with senior Tyler Hudick. A 26-yard reception.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by Unison Health.
We're out at Gallagher Stadium to watch the Central Catholic Fighting Irish take on the Maumee Panthers. Trying to get near the penalty spot. Central Catholic will serve this ball back in. Annalise Smith watches it over the bar. Word from Aubrey Hiles telling her to use your left foot there. It's going to curve infield and stay where you want it to. Ooh, use the right foot. It's always going to curve out of play. Good skill from Keller. We'll see if Wester can run this down before it goes out of play. She does. No, she doesn't. Still going into the box. It's Fisher, and there's a shot over the top from Maddie Moody. Oh, that's good. And a real chance for the Irish. It's scooped over the bar from Claire Whipple. As close as the Irish have come. Great touch from Keller to get around the defender. The runner up ahead is Olivia Zale. Keller might try to do this all by herself. Kaya Keller, wide.
They don't understand the intricacies of these high school rules being different than club rules. And that's a great ball in. She was dangerously close to the outside.
That's going to be the first goal. Touched in by Bree Sensenstein. And our friend Gary Sensenstein, an extremely proud dad.
It's far enough out that this ball can drop back down. This is right on top of 18, has a hard time going up and down in time.
Knocked down, almost fell for Kelsey Walborn in the box. Clear to the edge of it. Keller scuffed that. Trying to ball off. Went out. No, that's going to make Leslie work for it. She does grab it under pressure from Keller.
She has that advantage. I mean, probably thinking the same thing. But a good competitive battle for them. Their third game of the year.
This afternoon on BCSN, we welcome you to the home of the Whitmer Panthers as Whitmer plays their home opener against the Springfield Blue Devils. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us alongside Gretchen Brown. I'm Brad Woznicki. Well, it's the home opener for the Whitmer Panthers and the season opener for the Springfield Blue Devils. These two did see one another during the scrimmages not too long ago, but you got to figure there's some different lineups in here, and both these teams are anxious to get this matchup underway.
You said it. The lineups are going to be different. In scrimmages, you're going to try a variety of different things, and you're trying to figure out what the best combination is, what receive pattern, what offense lineup. So things are always different from summertime.
Whitmer so far a record of 1-1, and it's been a story of two different matches as they were swept by Bowling Green. A couple of tight sets in that one, and then Whitmer came away with the sweep against the Start Spartans, always one of the top teams coming out of the City League. On the Springfield side, Blue Devils 13-11 last year, 7-7. Always a battle in the Northern Lakes League. It's going to continue to be that way. Blue Devils, a lot of experience back, some key players.
They have a lot of experience back, and that's a key. And even though they do have an addition in the setting position with Corey Brown as a freshman, she plays high level outside of high school ball, so the transition should not really affect that much.
And speaking of key players, on the Springfield side, you're definitely going to be focused on Taylor Baldwin, one of the seniors for head coach McKenna Wrights. Last year broke 2 hitting records. She had 28 kills in a match twice, and she also had 394 kills in the season.
She is a super athletic young lady, and I know she'll be playing at the next level. There's not a doubt in my mind that it'll work out for her.
She's got a chance before her career is all said and done at Springfield to come away with the all-time career kills record. On the Whitmer side, they also have some key players back. They're working with 4 seniors this year. They've got a total of 7 returning letter winners. And right there is Jada Young, who through 2 matches, 17 kills, 5 solo blocks. She's going to be involved a lot today.
You're right. She has the experience, and anytime you have a middle that can get up and hit the ball, it helps open up so much for everybody offensively.
All right, we've got an NLL versus track matchup, Springfield versus Whitmer. That's coming your way on BCSN. right, it is time for some Saturday afternoon high school volleyball here on BCSN. The Whitmer Panthers and the Springfield Blue Devils NLL track matchup. McKenna writes, I know her team anxious to get this regular season going. They did have a very strong match against the Eastwood Eagles coming out of the Northern Buckeye Conference. That was a matchup that was played at Lourdes University, and it was part of the fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House.
And that's something that Coach Wrights does a great job of. Her girls service community hours and just really understanding the concept of giving back is huge.
Springfield as a team, almost 500 hours of community service. They volunteer with the United Way kickoff to caring event. They have the second annual Springfield Wicked Car Show. As we just mentioned, the charity with the Ronald McDonald House. Take a look at the Blue Devils right there. Corey Brown wearing number 12 there on the left. We've got Maya Emmons, number 15. Those are players that are going to play some big-time roles for this team.
Springfield's extremely athletic, and so it'd be interesting. Hopefully everything can kind of click for them. And like you said, this is, even though they did have, it technically was a match against Eastwood, it just didn't count on the books. This is their really first go-around, so it'll be interesting. Kind of, you get tired of practicing, and so to be able to play is going to be huge. Whitmer has already got 2 matches under their belt, so maybe some of those first game jitters are already out of the way, so it'll be interesting to see how we both open up.
And for that Springfield-Eastwood match, that was a match at a neutral site. This is Springfield on the road now coming into Whitmer's house. So you're looking forward to getting those first few points out of the way in the first set.
I think for both squads, I know offensively, you know, Whitmer has returners and some athleticism as well. So the key for both squads is how can they control first ball contact off that serve receive so that they can run an offense.
Last year against the NLL, the Whitmer Panthers had their struggles. They were 0-3. They lost in straight sets to Southview, Anthony Wayne, and Northview. There is Whitmer head coach Matt Onweller. His 4 seniors, Olivia Brown, Jada Young, Gabby Dempsey, and Reagan Blood. Reagan Blood only in her 2nd year playing volleyball with this program. Her future looks to be in basketball, following in the steps of her older sister, Bryce Blood.
The advantage of being a multi-sport athlete, there's nothing like it.
I was just talking with a few of my other broadcast partners about the fact that Deshaun Nelson, one of the most talked about basketball players in the area, playing over at Rogers, has a bright future. He's going to be on the football field for the Rams on Friday night.
I think it's such a huge advantage. Just be, you know, one, if you're athletic, to be able to just hop from sport to sport, that you can only, and one, you help your high school team, which I think is great. I love seeing kids within schools that can do multi-sports, to be able to be on, you know, multiple teams, but just it helps you athletically. You work different muscles, you work different instincts and reactions. I just think it's a huge benefit.
A great thing most recently for Rogers, as we mentioned, Deshaun Nelson, is the fact that Rogers just unveiled their new football field. They now have turf.
Hey, turf is the move. I love it. Low maintenance helps cost at schools, even though the cost up front is a bite, but in the long run it pays off.
You're not in October on a rainy night and the field is muddy and you're just dealing with that throughout the night. All right, looks like we are ready to go for this matchup. The Whitmer Panthers will have the opening serve. And here we go. Eat first serve. And Springfield strikes first. That's Morgan Green picking up the kill, senior outside hitter. Morgan Green, a transfer. McKenna Wright saying, of course, Morgan Green, a true middle, but you're going to see her on the outside quite often for the Blue Devils. And a nice swing there on the outside. That's Jada Young.
It was good body control. She did a nice job of going up and attacking that ball and being able to save herself from not being in the net there.
Here's Olivia Brown, 5'6" senior. Dumped over. Corey Brown, the freshman, made that look easy.
That's the advantage of having a setter in that front row, that you can just also throw some offense in when unexpected.
Corey Brown stepping in, filling the shoes of her older sister, Rebecca Brown, who graduated last year, along with Leah Bronaugh. Springfield returning all but 2 starters. They've got 8 returning letter winners, 6 seniors. And service error. 3-2 so far here in the first set. Now Sydney McClellan, the lone freshman on this Whitmer varsity team. Nice block. J.D. Young was waiting on that one.
It's a good job by Young to take the setter as Corey Brown moved into the middle. That became her hitter, and she was good awareness, realized she already had scored once and let her score twice.
Taylor Baldwin, an opposite corner. Showing the versatility in her game. You know she can get up, she can hammer it down.
That's a great shot. That's exactly where that ball should go. It wasn't a set that necessarily was in her wheelhouse, and she didn't want to unload on it, but a great placement, and outside hitters are taught that deep corner 5.
Corey Brown, the serve. Handled well by the Panthers. That was Tatum Young on the swing. Baldwin, that time took a big swing, was blocked. Now the back set, right side, block. Nice up. Free ball for the Panthers. Can they take advantage? Out of the middle, J.D. Young will get the kill. J.D. Young coming in at 5'11". Now she will serve. Look at her numbers through the first 2 matches against Bowling Green and Start. Just missing the corner. Service error. You like that miss there, going for that corner?
That's a good miss. You know, this Baldwin made a better play. She had good court awareness and used her lines and listened to her teammates calling it out.
Speaking of Taylor Baldwin, line drive serve, she returns the favor. Came to track teams that Springfield faced last season. They saw the Findlay Trojans in the regular season. The Blue Devils came out on top. Then they lost to the Notre Dame Eagles in tournament play. Set a little bit too high for Morgan Green.
And that's Morgan's tradition. She's a true middle, so she's used to a faster tempo offense. So I'm sure as the season goes on, as they figure it out, as they're putting her out on that pin, that set's going to become a little bit more in tempo for her.
And off the middle there, one drops in for the Blue Devils. Credit Sydney Schwederman with the point. And you think about when you go back to Morgan Green there and who's setting the ball. You've got a freshman and a transfer. That's going to take time to develop that relationship.
Exactly, you said it, and that's just something that just repetition and practice and playing, it'll eventually come together.
Right side, Tatum Young. Baldwin able to track it down. Chance for Whitmer to go in front. Another free ball. Out of the middle. Tipped off the block. Heads up play made by Reagan Blood. I think even though it's been only 2 years, only the second year now for Reagan Blood on the volleyball court, I think the experience that she's had on the hardwood for basketball will pay off out here. Just, she's played in big time games.
And a lot of that is learning how to be a gamer, and like you said, playing in those big-time games and just being an athlete. Usually the athleticism comes through.
8-6 Panthers here in the first set. Miscommunication on who was going to take that ball as it dropped between Avery Fleischman and Corey Brown was trying to get there. This is a matchup that had the opportunity to cover last night on the gridiron. In the final scrimmage for the Whitmer Panthers and the Springfield Blue Devils in Holland. Whitmer looked impressive last night with their depth in their running game and a healthy Riley Keller. 38-3 was the final. Springfield going to be with a new quarterback this year, and Darnell Thomas, the transfer from Scott, replacing A.J. Gucciardo, who came away with 18 total school records by the time it was all said and done.
Impressive.
That was after following an outstanding career of Scotty Seymour, who went on to play baseball at Ohio State University. The Ohio State has been in conversation. Yeah, I was going to say,
they coined it.
Oh, nice swing down the line.
It's a good power tip by Morgan Green there. Everybody sucked into her right, and she did a nice job finding that deep one.
Taylor Bombick, the junior, to serve. Get one more look at that last point. Chance for Blue Devils cutting the lead, but leads to a free ball instead. The attack error gets the Blue Devils within 2. Right side, good swing. Paige Kamer.
Good job attacking that line there, as you see on that replay.
Tough time for Springfield on the serve-receive game. The attack is out wide. At the start of that point, I think Whitmer was looking pretty good. Springfield, though, just kept that ball alive, gave themselves a chance.
And as I said, as we were talking before the match started, being able to control that first ball contact is huge in matches that are going back and forth, because you have to be able to throw offense as opposed to a free ball.
Back is long. Here's Ashley Semler. Short serve. Springfield can tie it here. They go to Baldwin. Taylor Baldwin the kill. Baldwin with that 30-inch vertical. Her future still to be decided. Service ace. That's 4 unanswered points for the Blue Devils. Line drive serve will be another ace. No timeout yet from the Whitmer Panthers. Received by Tatum Young. It's Jada Young getting the swing. Baldwin. Great up there in the back row. Baldwin gets another swing. And there was a tip. Point Blue Devils. I think when you make a play like Gabby Dempsey did in the back row on Taylor Baldwin's first swing, you got to find a way to reward that and turn defense into offense.
And that's, you know, as defense, you know, it's a mindset she laid out for that ball. Block's doing a nice job for Whitmer getting some touches on Baldwin, because if she has a wide open net, it could not be pretty.
Olivia Brown to serve. Brown, quick set, blocked. Blue Devils tried to set up Maya Emmons. One more look at this block from the Panthers. And J.D. Young was right there.
Just kind of closed in at the last second. You know, Emmons has a nice vertical too. She's another one that's athletic and has some hang time to her.
Going to the middle for J.D. Young. Really got to press over anytime J.D. Young's coming out of the middle.
And that's key. A lot of times, you know, they come in, girls in high school like to try and pull down, so no matter how high they might jump, they're all trying to pull down. If you can get your hands up and be solid with the block, you're going to get a touch.
Baldwin puts the Blue Devils back in front by 2. Avery Fleischman has just come on. Taylor Bombick rotates out. Tough serve from Corey Brown. Leads to a free ball. Out of the middle. The placement on that one. That was a tight pass there.
It was a good job by Brown to go up and get that ball and be able to find the middle on that quick B attack.
Blue Devils. Early on, I thought Whitmer was handling the serve-receive game pretty well. I think Corey Brown has done a good job of mixing it up. Springfield has gone on a couple of nice service runs, and they're in front by 4 here in the first set. Out of the timeout, the Springfield Blue Devils find some open space right in the middle of the floor to extend their lead to 5. You'll get one more look at it. Right in the middle of the defense. Chance for Blue Devils to add to their lead. Brown to Baldwin. Took a little bit off that swing. Nice job mixing it up. At one point, the Whitmer Panthers had an 11-8 lead. Service ace. The run continues for Corey Brown.
She's doing a nice job of hitting zones that are being given to her and mixing up between short and deep. Just trying to force, one, you're always trying to get the score, but just really trying to force them to be out of system on the first contact.
Tatum Young is blocked. Kept alive by Dempsey. Back set. Out of the middle, Jada Young. Baldwin. Just hammered that one.
Nice tempo play. Brown did a nice job going up, jump setting that ball and getting it outside and letting Baldwin do her thing. Nice job, as you see there on that replay, just right inside the block and thumb to 4.
Another timeout call. Springfield Blue Devils 3 points away from taking the first set here on the road. Good sign for a team that is playing their season opener. Baldwin has had her looks. I think Springfield is starting to tighten things up a little bit defensively with that focus on Jada Young out of the middle.
Well, as you see, I think, like you said, Springfield's doing a good job at their ball control, so they're putting up playable passes so that Brown can get to the ball, and she does a nice job getting there, but being able to deliver a sound set and just being able to throw an offense. Whitmer has the ability to have a nice block across the front, so to be able to run a little bit of a tempo to kind of force them to have to speed up the block definitely helps Springfield.
And Corey Brown, the freshman, no surprise, not playing like a freshman. We know she plays high level of volleyball outside of high school. She's looked very comfortable here so far. Right side attack, point Whitmer.
It's a much needed side out for Whitmer. You know, he's called 2 timeouts, and to have one be successful is key. So Whitmer's just got to find a way here to rally and score a couple points in this rotation.
The first coach's point for Matt Onwiller. Baldwin out of the middle. Brown went into the net there. Had her teammate Sydney Schwederman right there in front of her.
It's a tough play, got caught not transitioning off the net, and it's a tough play.
Springfield, however, still sitting in good position. 6-point lead and 3 points away from taking the set. Good middle block. Another kill for Avery Fleischman. Off the basketball hoop, point Springfield. It's been a story of 2 different sets in the serve-receive game for Whitmer. First half of this set, the Panthers looked strong. They're able to set up their offense, and now we've got back-to-back aces to end the set. The Springfield Blue Devils returning all but 2 starters. McKenna Wright's looking for consistency from her team, and I think she got that in the first set as the Blue Devils win it by 9. We'll have set number 2 coming your way here on BCSN. 25-16. The Springfield Blue Devils taking the opening set here inside the Whitmer Fieldhouse. Brad Woznicki, Gretchen Brown back with you. It was tight midway through. Whitmer had a 11-8 lead. The service game, though, picked up for the Blue Devils. 6 aces in that first set, keeping Whitmer a bit off balance.
And that's what I was stressing, is both sides have the ability to have some offense, and if you cannot control that first ball contact and have it at least be a playable ball to throw something at offensively, that's where you're going to struggle.
4 attack errors, though, for the Whitmer Panthers in that first set. Not bad. I mean, when you go through an entire set, you only have 4 attack errors. Not going to harp on that too much as a coach.
No, it is expected. It's early on. Nobody's going to come out here and be perfect.
Right side attack is blocked. Taylor Baldwin had her hands on it. She also had Maya Emmons there, right there next to her. Maya Emmons was a big blocking threat last year. She had the block record for most in a match with 11 in the 2018 season. 104 total blocks last season for Maya Emmons. Short serve, the ace, continuing a trend that we saw late in that first set. See if Ashley Semler can keep the momentum going. Received by Dempsey. Semler gets a swing. All smiles as Ashley Semler heads back to serve. Even the coaching staff over there smiling for Springfield. Another short serve. Overpass right to Taylor Baldwin. After that, you just say thank you very much.
That's one of those where fortunately that was a little on the left side of Baldwin as opposed to on her hitting arm, because that might went down to the 2-foot line had she had the opportunity.
Another ace.
Being aggressive at that service line is key, not just only hitting the zone that coach is giving you, but being aggressive with the serve. You know, whether you're have that tough float that's kind of rising at you and you're forced to decide quick, or making the defender over there off the serve receive to be able to move left, right, short, deep, just making them move as opposed to serving right at them.
Off the block. Whitmer on the board. Reagan Blood will get the kill. And when you have these 4 or 5 point leads that Springfield has started to build as this matches continue on, you're able to be more aggressive with your serve and mix it up more, as opposed to, if it's a tight match, you might often try and just put the pressure on your opponent to make a play.
Exactly.
Out of the middle, Jada Young. Nice up. Springfield all over the floor there, just couldn't keep the ball alive.
Hey, the effort was there, though. Making an effort, throwing your body on the floor, trying to keep it up. That's what you'd like to see.
And McKenna Wright's immediately off the bench there, applauding the effort of her team. Had Semler on the floor, Wurzelbacher was on the floor, Baldwin as well. Jada Young rolls right along the tape. The attack is long.
Right direction. Yeah, on the right side attack, you like to see your right side off to try and attack the line. The line is a lot in high school. It's hard to defend. They're going to call a touch, so the call is going to go the other way.
No argument from Springfield. Gabby Dempsey to serve. One more look at it. Was there a touch? Very close. Corey Brown the kill. Those are the tough ones where, as a defense, sitting and waiting on that one, Brown's kind of set back, almost on her heels. Still gets enough of a swing behind that to get the point. when as a coach you're saying on the other side, that's got to be our block, right?
Especially when the ball is, like you said, it's set off the net, and when it's kind of like out of system and it's in that 5x5 window, but it's more 5 feet and off. That's where your block just has to be up and has to be solid.
Here's Tori Wurzelbacher. Right into the body of Tatum Young. Brown, Baldwin, count it. Didn't try and do too much with it.
Nope, it was dropped inside, and she just found a nice, easy, soft seam.
Service error. Whitmer needs that point. Got to be able to stay within striking distance. Still a long way to go in this second set. But the momentum is still in Springfield's favor from the first set. Baldwin. Right in between two Whitmer players.
It's a nice pin-to-pin set by Brown to be able to push that ball from pin to pin. What do I mean that? She's clearly all the way over in right front and still be able to kick it all the way out to left front. Forces Whitmer's block to have to really be disciplined and be set, and sometimes that's a hard road to follow because you're following your hitter and you aren't expecting a high school setter to be able to push that ball 30 feet across the floor.
That's the talent level of Corey Brown.
Exactly. That's one thing that setters can do. If they can change the flow, a lot of times in high school you'll see if the ball's passing the right half of the court, you expect the offense is going to stay on that right half of the court. And so if you have a setter that can kick it and change flow, that's huge.
It's really nice when you can be able to trust a freshman immediately like that.
It definitely helps. It's going to make the next 4 years a little bit easier.
Going out wide on that attack. Whitmer Panthers within 3. Here's Kennedy McGee. McGee, a freshman. Freshman that is up from junior varsity. One of 3 junior varsity players moved up to the 8 players listed on the varsity roster for Whitmer. Serve, receive, handled well. Right side. Still say you have to get more on that first attack there if you're Whitmer on that serve receive. It looked like they had what they wanted. There wasn't a ton behind the attack.
It just was recognizing when you can swing full and go into this place. And defensively, the key is always you need to dig with 2 hands. That one-hand dig is for those balls that you're extending for.
Free ball. Baldwin to Brown. The swing for Morgan Green.
It's a good free ball play. Bringing in your outside and for that front cross, hitting that 2 ball like almost 1.5 with Green because she is the middle. They probably could even be a faster tempo as the season gets on.
Springfield still with a 5-point cushion after the service error. See if J.D. Young can put together a service run for the Panthers and get them right back in it. This is about where the turning point came in the first set for Springfield to go in front. That's going to hurt right there.
And those are those unforced errors you have to control. You don't notice them so early on. You know we've had some missed serves back and forth, but as this match goes on and you're getting closer to this 20-point gap for Springfield, that's where those mistakes are going to show in the stats.
In the middle, the attack is long.
It's there. She's just got to draw her elbow up and not so much back. She's got to work on trying to get on top of the ball, have a good point of contact when you make it.
Tatum Young right through the block.
Nice strong power tip, just took advantage of Springfield not tightening those abs and pressing.
Coming on for Whitmer is Paige Kamer. Charity Winsler, the setter, will serve. Winsler with 46 assists through the first 2 matches. Right side attack and kill for Avery Fleischman.
Fleischman's been doing a nice job back there. She's gone some lines, she'll go across, and she's just doing a good job of keeping the ball in and forcing Whitmer to have to defend or to be the ones that make the mistake.
And the more that McKenna Wrights can get from Fleischman, the better this team is going to be, because Fleischman, even the players around her, she's not going to be looked at as that first, second option. Off the slide, there's Maya Emmons. Timeout Whitmer. The Blue Devils have doubled up the Panthers in this second set. 16-8, your score. Out of the timeout, the Whitmer Panthers now trailing by 6. They need to put a run together. It's getting later and later in this set. There's Tatum Young. Received by Baldwin. Brown just tried to dump it over. Now Corey Brown gets a swing, rolls right along the tape. Brown the bump set to Green. Right at Winsler. That pass was tight and out wide. Point Blue Devils. Ashley Semler back to serve. We saw her go on a service run not long ago. Long way to go for Winsler, able to get there. Off the slide, Maya Emmons. That's the first time we've seen that in this set. Sydney McClellan rotates in. Short serve, an ace. You've had the aggressive serve, you have had the short serve. Both have worked for Ashley Semler.
Being able to mix that up definitely is keeping Whitmer's serve receive off balance. There's a nice pass.
Off the hands of Emmons at the net. Baldwin. Long point, Blue Devils win the point. There was a couple of times there where Whitmer very easily could have came away with the point. Blue Devils kept it alive and got a nice offensive setup for their leader. The lead is 10. Right side. Kamer will get the kill. The Panthers right now put some momentum together. Hope that carries forward into the third set. Blue Devils jumped out to an early lead in this second set, up 5-0 before the Panthers got on the board. And there's a block for Emmons. Panthers want to talk things over. The Blue Devils are 4 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 advantage. See the advantage in kills right now, 12-4 for Springfield.
And that's just being able, like I keep stressing, is controlling that first ball contact, being able to throw offense first, forcing the others to have to defend both ways, have the ability to have really nice blocks. Springfield, I think, across the front has more height consistently and, you know, has the opportunity for a better block. Whitmer's got it, you know, in Young when she's up there, and just being able to get touches and blood is just a matter of understanding that the key to blocking is just not, you want to score for points, that's always the goal, but just getting solid touches to slow the path of the ball down so that it can help you control your offense and getting that solid first ball contact, whether it's off of a deflect off the block or a free ball or a controlled attack.
Or trying to be one step ahead of your opponent where they're going to go with it.
Exactly, and just being able to, when you have that ability with a setter, to be able to speed up the offense.
The ace for Tori Roselbacher.
And on serve receive, they just have to really work on feet to the ball, sitting down on the ball, being low, and just holding your frame. That, what I mean by that is having your platform locked out, but just holding it and seeing it, watching where it goes.
Trying to find the corner, it's out wide. Set point Springfield. (24-11). Panthers trying to stay alive in this set. Baldwin. That drops out of bounds. And Springfield cruises to a second set victory, 25-11. The Blue Devils will be looking for the sweep when we return here on BCSN.
BCSN, available exclusively on Buckeye Broadband, is presented by Siena Heights University and by Gallon, Takis, and Boisenall.
Springfield Blue Devils trying to start the 2019 season with a victory on the road. They are in great position right now after taking the first set 25-16, following that up a 25-11 second set. Look at the numbers, 13-4 the advantage in kills, and with the 4 aces, that's now 10 service aces for the Blue Devils in the match.
They're serving aggressively, and like I said, just taking advantage of Whitmer trying to work out the kinks in their serve receive. And offensively, that shows that, you know, that doesn't surprise me in the kill numbers because Springfield was able to throw more offense at Whitmer.
Third set underway. Brown's back set to Emmons. He was blocked. J.D. Young was there, along with Gabby Rivera.
It's the right offensive series. You have Green and Emmons up there together, and with Brown keeping them split, running them around, forcing Young in the middle have to decide where to go. Touch off the block.
Panthers need a quick start here. There's Ashley Semler. J.D. Young blocked. Maya Emmons doing what she does best for this team, making a play at the net. Overpass, a joust right at the net there.
Trying to, as I'm watching that, did Winsler jump on that? Because if she did, she's a back row attack at that time against Baldwin on that overpass, but
I was trying to get a read on it as well. I looked over at McKenna Wright, so I was trying to figure out what
I don't know if she questioned. I don't know if Taylor went down into her hands because I was watching where the pass was at, so I wasn't watching Winsler. So I don't know if she stood her ground and just had her hands up and the ball came down and deflected off.
Baldwin right into the block, nice up. Trying to jump it over, it's off the hands of J.D. Young. Tatum Young out of the back row was blocked. Had both Brown and Emmons there.
And on those back row attacks, when you go up, a lot of times young girls go in and they just go and swing straight, and they seem to forget that there could be a set of hands up. They really have to focus on going corners, zone 1 or zone 5.
There's Obacher right there. Dempsey sends it right back over. Another dump attempt by Brown, and this one will work.
Good decision. Whitmer's doing a nice job on getting touches on Baldwin out there, just slowing the path of the ball down. That's key.
Serve right down the line. Good communication there to let that ball go along.
Thought Dempsey was going to stick her hands up and get a touch on that. Luckily, she did not.
Here's Kennedy McGee. Deep serve. Semler got the swing. Overpass, Baldwin puts it down. Received by Brown. Winsler had to go a long way to get to it. Well, the middle. Bit of a low set, but handled well there by Schwederman. That's a quick set.
Good adjustment in the air. It was a little bit of low set, and that was the right decision as Whitmer forced a deep free ball from their side to speed up the offense, because you're hoping that they're not hustling and getting back into position ready to defend.
An ace, Corey Brown. Winsler to the outside for Tatum Young. There's Brown. And point Whitmer is the signal, but I think this is going to be reversed. Blue Devils do get the point. Off the tape. Service ace. Springfield pulling away at the right time. Blue Devils going to be getting ready for Southview next on August 27th. Then it will be on the road at Perrysburg, the defending NLL champs. Then Anthony Wayne. That's 3 straight against all teams that, as you said, are going to be battling in the NLL.
That's a tough opening round, and you know, there's not going to be it's not going to be an easy match either way.
We'll talk more about what's ahead for these two teams when we return. 11-4 your score. Blue Devils by 7. Out of the middle. Sydney Schwederman, tip kill.
Schwederman's doing a nice job being up for Brown. So being able to transition, get off the net and back in is sometimes a hard task as a middle.
Just before the break, we started to talk about what's ahead for the Springfield Blue Devils with Southview up next, a team that graduated a big-time senior class with multiple players playing at the next level. That will be the home opener for Springfield on August 27th.
That'll be a tough match for both sides. I feel like they're pretty evenly matched with Springfield's athleticism and some key people out there. And like you said, Southview did graduate a handful, but some of those new ones that are on the court for the first time as varsity players, they're doing a nice job too. So it's, you know, I think they'll be pretty even match, and it'll be a tough match. It'll be a tough match to win for either side.
It's 3 straight league matches coming up for the Blue Devils. A little bit later on in their season, they'll have their annual Golden Spike Invitational. See teams like Archbold, Bellevue, Newark Catholic, Evergreen will be there. Great opportunity for everyone involved in that invitational. You're getting to see some of the top teams in Northwest Ohio. You're going outside your conference. Everything that can help you towards league play and going to tournament.
That is when you can find a tournament, or you can run one where you can bring like quality teams in. It's always good to, and plus you're not playing the same people you always see. And so those type of matches help you for later in the season.
Out of the middle, just pushed across. Reagan Blood. Whitmer will be getting ready for another Northern Lakes League team in their next match. Not far away, less than 48 hours, they'll be taking on the Anthony Wayne Generals. That will be right back here at Whitmer, part of 3 straight home matches for Whitmer. Morgan Green Kept alive by Dempsey. Baldwin to Brown. Green gets another swing, makes this one count.
And that's the advantage of having Green. Even though she's playing as an outside pin, she is naturally a middle. She came in and run that quick B attack. And like I said, anytime you have a high school team that can run tempo,
makes things a lot easier.
It makes it a lot easier because anytime you can run a faster set across the net and beat the block up, and you pretty much have a wide open net. So if you can run zero tempo, that's a good thing.
And because of the experience of this group, it's just easier right now for McKenna Wrights to be able to make those little adjustments and try and involve a few more things as the season goes on.
Right. You said it. It's just, it makes, you don't have to go back to so much of the basics and the volleyball understanding. It's like you can tweak and get right to the heart of it. So it's just got to be a little higher for Emmons.
Pushes the lead to 9 for the Blue Devils. Following the Whitmer-Anthony Wayne match, Whitmer will begin conference play against the Notre Dame Eagles. Notre Dame just recently in a battle with Perrysburg. Perrysburg coming out on top, I believe, with a 4-set victory.
It was a 4-set win. And these are tough matches for Whitmer. Monday's not going to be an easy match against the Anthony Wayne. They're athletic as well. They have, Taylor Russell, who verbally committed to play at the University of Dayton. You have Lauren Curry, who is going for softball to Northwestern. So they're athletic.
And Whitmer will play in a Labor Day tournament, the Southview Spectacular, on August 31st. So big week ahead for both teams. Trying to set the tone early in league play, as well as playing some tough non-conference matchups. Green kept alive. Great play made by Tatum Young. Springfield, though, got another opportunity and gets the point.
Like you said, it was a great dig by Tatum Young. Nice read to transition to that line. Nice job by Springfield, though, to turn and run quick transition.
Tatum Young, a 6th rotation player. Here's Bombic. Blood. Double-digit lead now for Springfield. Prior to this match, you and I were talking about the track and the fact that it's a 3-way tie for the title last year between Clay, Notre Dame, and St. Ursula. We're looking ahead to when those teams meet. Clay and St. Ursula coming up this Tuesday.
Yep, this Tuesday at Clay, I believe. It's a nice block. It's a nice job by Blood just to go up and be strong and just taking advantage of Baldwin just challenging her as opposed to going corners.
We'll have Notre Dame and Clay meeting on September 19th. That'll be, for Notre Dame, looking for a revenge match. That one rattles around the Raptors.
That's tough. They did a nice job of being disciplined and waiting for it to fall, and then just forcing it to the net was not where we wanted it to go.
Blue Devils 6 points away from taking the set and the match. Brown, lefty swing. Over top the block, finds the back row. Olivia Brown rotates in. Baldwin off the block. Tatum Young goes cross court and finds some real estate. Received by Wurzelbacher. By Emmons, little tip. Right there was Dempsey. Nice recovery there by Baldwin. Package wide. Whitmer not going away here in the third set. There was Bombic. Baldwin. Nice up by Dempsey. Free ball. Brown tried to dump. Dempsey was ready. And that pass was going right into the block.
That was a good rally on both sides. Just effort and just sometimes you can't control how the ball is going to land, but that was a good effort on both sides.
Winsler, Jada Young. That's a tough play to try and make, trying to get the lefty swing on it. Overpass. Nice up by Jada Young. And Gabby Rivera sends it long. With Springfield 3 points away, we have a timeout. Back in a moment. An ace for Whitmer out of the timeout. Kennedy McGee. 22-14. Springfield in control. Whitmer not going quietly. Tough break there, the service error. Corey Brown's going to have a chance to serve out the match as Avery Fleischman rotates in. Ace for Brown, match point now. It's been an all-around team performance today from the Springfield Blue Devils. Excited to see what's ahead for this team as they continue on in both non-conference and league play. Baldwin hammers it down, and that is your match. 25-14. Blue Devils take the third set. And Springfield starts the season off on the right foot, on the road, and a sweep.
That was, I think they were pretty solid. In that third set there, like we saw, they had a little bit of a lull, but that's going to be expected. And so you, at times as a coach, you kind of do want that. You want to see how they can fight out of that without bailing them out.
Did not feel like the season opener for the Springfield Blue Devils. That's a credit to McKenna Wrights, her staff, and the scrimmages that the team went through prior to this one. On the Whitmer side, the Panthers will drop to 1-2. Now they'll get ready for another Northern Lakes League team in Anthony Wayne. Quick turnaround.
That it will be a quick turnaround, and like I said, Anthony Wayne has, I think I could kind of compare them to Springfield offensively, so Whitmer's definitely going to have a quick turnaround on that.
Individually on the Springfield side, we expected coming in Taylor Baldwin to have a strong match. She certainly did that, but she was not alone. Maya Emmons blocking at the net. Corey Brown, the passing was there from start to finish. They also had some contributions from Morgan Green coming in there, Sydney Schwederman. Truly a team effort.
Right, and even, was it Fleischman on the right-hand side there? I mean, like you said, the more that everybody gets involved and does their part, that's only going to make them stronger in the end.
Springfield now will get ready for their Northern Lakes League opener and their home opener against the Southview Cougars. Looking forward to seeing the outcome of that one. It's all smiles right now for the Blue Devils. Springfield last year, a team that was 7-7 in Northern Lakes League play. They're looking to improve upon that. They continue their success against the Three Rivers Athletic Conference. All right, and that's going to do it for our broadcast. A sweep this afternoon at the Whitmer Fieldhouse as the Springfield Blue Devils come away with the road victory, 25-16, 25-11, 25-14. For my partner, Gretchen Brown, and our entire crew, I'm Brad Woznicki saying so long for the sweep for the Springfield Blue Devils.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by Gallon, Tachus, and Boisenol.
Good position tip. It's a nice pass. You know, both athletic. You have Curry down there who is going to Northwest.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by the Yark Automotive Group.
top of you. And also there's brown wood everywhere. First point for the match goes to St. Ursula. A great number tonight in front of us. Vince with the serve. This was there. Off with play fingertips, did a great job keeping it alive. Menke sent it over. Quick pass to the back row and out of everybody's reach. Kenzie Jones, they call him Matt. That's right on the line and it's in. Tonight had her best. Simon setting up Blousy. Baumgartner had it go right off her palms, and Clay leads by one. Her and Simon. Delape didn't time the jump quite right there, I don't think. Got the block perfect, though. Riley Tapler on the serve there, number 23. Woof! Delape there with the block. And another one. Delape was there, so was Jaden Carrick. Bump it over. The set from Mormon across the way for Beth. Brought it up the outside of her right hand. That meant there wasn't much power on it, but a lot of spin. Terrific block there from Olivia Rue, who got all of it. Good service from her in the opening set. Henneman Delape. Yeah, right at the feet of Baumgartner. Here she comes. Rising high, Molly Grammer. Best got a fist to it. Good reaction from her. She sent it to the back row. Blousy was there. Henneman Delape. Sykes. Reese was there to keep it alive. Sykes off the block. Had to stoop to keep that alive. Henry again. She's fun to watch, isn't she? Good hustle by Mormon. Recovers quickly, too. More Sykes, a dipping serve comes from Simon to deal with. Ooh, that stayed in.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by Unison Health.
After that imperfect kick return, 97 yards. Oh, wow. Nowhere to go. Shot out of a cannon, the outside linebacker. Thomas. Whoa. Big hit at the 25-yard line. John Zell-Norrells, all he does is score. Life team is this weight in gold. Vargas, plenty of time. Wide open for the touchdown. There's your payback. Any room if he can get away from Tracy Groves? He did. Russell down. That ball is loose. Springfield may have it this time. Independence Community College. Maternity on the screen. That's blown up by Jalen Ribbon. Presley still on his feet. He'll be wrestled down eventually. Deshaun Tanner leading the charge. Outside. Vargas moving to his right. Quick pass. Excellent throw on the move. Up the sideline. There goes Tayshawn Johnson. To the 20. Not going to get him. Touchdown, Irish. Right up the middle. That was Thomas who came. Passes interception. Samaj Cross. Touchdown. We come back just in time for the tail end of a pick. Thomas takes off the football. He was sacked by tonight. Straight from, steps up, flushed out of the pocket, has room to run, fires downfield instead. That is caught on the run by the aforementioned Jamie Johnson. Second goal, Norrells again, touchdown. His third of the night. You gotta live up to those guys. Vargas looking long up the sideline, caught his man in stride. Jay Sean rushing, touchdown. Quarterback for them. Looking up the sideline. Oh my!
This isn't the best matchup.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by Gallon, Tachus, and Boisenol.
Sims, here comes the blitz. They get to him in the pressure. He's looking for the end zone jump ball, and it's caught. Touchdown. Wrap on the run, cuts back. Tucking the football away, turns back the other way, and this is going to go for a big loss. Finished off by. Looking forward, has plenty of distance, and it's good. So Daney in his first half. Wrap, settling, throwing, looking deep, and it's hauled in. The catch at the 10-yard line, dragged down. High school football right there. Game 52. Pratt finds Pater. Good looking pulled. Just enough distance, and it is here. Trying to time it perfectly. Here's Pratt now out to the secondary. Pratt, gives the pump fake. Across the middle of the field. Delivers a strike for the second. Potter, he'll drop back, throws a beautiful ball to the end zone for the second time, connecting with senior Tyler Hudick. A 26-yard reception.
This BCSN highlight is brought to you by the Yark Automotive Group.
At Moorhead's quick feet here right as he cut through the pile. Moorhead again trying to turn the outside, has the first down and more, and gets run out of bounds over on the sideline. Second down for the Cardinals. And Faust on the move. Down the middle of the field, pass caught. It's going to go for a touchdown. Caught by Michael McGee. Harrison from the shotgun. Winds up the left arm, fires a pass, caught. Touchdown, Stepanek. Wow. Not been able to connect in the last three passes. Faust will try again. Will double pump. This one is up for grabs, and it is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, I think that ball came off his hand.
St. Joseph Central, and that one batted and intercepted. Lindenberger got a hand on it. Hurt picked it off. Faust in the shotgun and runs straight ahead and gets into the defensive secondary and gets run out of bounds by Merrick Hurt. We'll sweep to the outside. Moorhead carrying it.
Now you see the speed.
Tiptoeing down the sideline for some extra yardage and finally gets picked up and thrown down. Faust directing traffic. And in motion is Cummings. They're going for Cummings. Corner of the end zone.
That's a catch.
He's got it.
That's
and
a catch.
It is a touchdown. Now Harrison trying to bring him a little closer, and he will. Touchdown.
The end zone.
They open up the hole for him. Chase Harrison's first rushing touchdown of the season. Spread offense. Moorhead is in the backfield. Faust with some room to run, and he will take off. Stepanek gets him down with an open field tackle, but into St. Joe's territory as a safety. In fact, edging up like a linebacker. Faust looks to the corner of the end zone again for Moorhead, up for grabs.
Wow.
Catch made. Touchdown, Stritch. Faust going for 2. Little touch pass.
Is that a catch? He caught that.
That is caught over on the far boundary. Harrison in the shotgun. Gets rid of it quickly, and it is incomplete. Ooh. Carrying it almost 8 yards a carry so far today. This one up for grabs, and it's picked off. That's Stepanek who went up to get it. It's ripped away from him and out of bounds. This one on the ground. Oh, nice job staying in bounds. Ball carrier is Logan Johnson. See if they try to throw it here. He's going to run it, and he is not going to make it. The stretch defense holds strong, and St. Joe's turns it over on downs.
That is a very, very brave ball.
Try to get the ball back. It's a one-possession game right now. And Faust on the run. Turns it upfield.
Uh-oh.
Breaks another tackle, and he's off and running. He's ahead of the field. Thomas Faust running for his life, goes all the way for the touchdown. Down the middle. Pass knocked away at the last second.
That's a nice hit.
Harrison on the move. Pressure coming. Fires it, and it's
intercepted
around and picked off. Back to throw it. Pass going to be picked off. Moorhead, his second interception of the quarter. He's moving his way down the field. Pass midfield. 40, 30, 20, 10. He'll take it all the way for a pick 6.